1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Joey Hurley.
And I'm Brett Crane.
Again, joining me in the booth tonight, Brett Crane, Director of Clubhouse Operations for the Orem Owlz. It's a beautiful day out here in Casper, Wyoming, the third game in this three-game series against the Casper Rockies, minor league affiliate team of the Colorado Rockies. We had a wonderful game last night. It was very long, but very good for the Orem Owlz. We took it 9-4 last night, way down in the bottom of the ninth inning. It was a wonderful game. Anthony Sullivan, pitcher for the Owls, got the win last night. He allowed only two hits off the Rockies, and he struck out 6 of the Rockies' batters. It was a fantastic game. Lots of cool stuff happening last night. We saw 2 singles from Dallas Morris. We saw a triple from Mark Trumbo, single from Josh Coles, a sacrifice RBI from Michael Hughes, and a home run from Michael Hughes last night. A very eventful game. These Orem Owlz radio broadcasts are brought to you by The Clean Home. A clean home is a luxurious home. J&J Services, Got Concrete, All-Star Garage, Marcon Incorporated, Sportsman'sWarehouse.com, Ace Mortgage Company, Blue Mountain Insurance, SOS Staffing Services, Escape Motorsports, and Stephen Henniger College. For some reason, when I say Blue Mountain Insurance, it makes my mouth water. I don't know why. Mountains, they're so delicious. So tonight we play the Casper Rockies one more time, and we go home tomorrow to face the Great Falls White Sox in a 4-game series, I think?
Yes, sir. 4 games, and then 3 against the Billings Mustangs.
Yeah, those teams we haven't played yet the entire season, and we'll see what happens tomorrow night. But tonight, against the Casper Rockies, the Rockies are 6-3 in the second half of the season. The Orem Owlz are 4-5. If we win tonight's game, we're only 1 game away from the Casper Rockies, who are now in first place in the Pioneer League Southern Division. Again, last night, Orem won 9-4 over the Rockies, with the win going to Anthony Sullivan. He now has a record of 3-2. The loss went to Sandy Espinoza, who now has a record of 0-1 for the Rockies. And the final game last night, 3 hours and 3 minutes. It wasn't very long, but it felt like a long game. We kept a lot of batters. I think there were 13 walks last night total, and lots of time between everything.
It was. It seemed to be a lot longer than 3 hours and 3 minutes, as Joey mentioned, but it was well worth it with the Owls winning.
Oh, yeah. Again, in Mike Lansing Field out here in Casper, Wyoming. It's kind of overcast right now. A slight wind blowing. Let's see. I don't see any flags.
It looks like
where it's going.
Dead center field or the flags. It looks like it's just barely blowing in.
Yeah,
not much of a breeze.
A couple miles an hour towards home plate. Again, left field wall, 355 feet out there. Left center, 412. Right center, 405. And right field, 345. It's a beautiful field out here in Casper, Wyoming. Looks like it's going to be an okay crowd, too, on this, what is tonight, Tuesday? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Tuesday night, that's right. Thanks for agreeing with me. Tonight's game, we'll see a pitching matchup between the Rockies' Aneury Rodríguez. Aneury Rodríguez is his first name, and he is 17 years old, and he is one of the only 2 starting pitchers on the Rockies lineup who have not missed a start this year. That's Alan Johnson. Rodríguez last pitch against the Ogden Raptors, he went 5 innings and allowed only 2 hits. Didn't get the decision on that. Let's go over the starting lineup for tonight. Starting off first for the Casper Rockies, leading off tonight will be number 44, Dexter Fowler, the left fielder. Corey Wimberly's not in the lineup tonight. Last night he got hurt on the first base bag when he went running there. He's a fast guy, and he got a heel contusion on his heel, which I heard is just a fancy name for a bruise.
Absolutely, just a small bruise on his heel. He should only miss a few days.
So Dexter Fowler will be starting off tonight for the Rockies. Batting second will be number 2, the second baseman, Eric Young. Batting third, first baseman, number 25, Chris Cook. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 5, Cole Garner. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 47, Brett Berglund. The DH tonight is number 8, Jeff Strickland. Playing third base again, number 17, Daniel Mayora. Catching tonight for the Rockies will be number 12, Ramon Rodriguez. And playing shortstop again, number 4, Radames Nazario. Again, pitching tonight for the Rockies, Aneury Rodríguez.
I'm going to go with Aneury.
Aneury?
Aneury.
Okay, let's say Aneury. Aneury Rodríguez. He is 6'4", number 43, Aneury Rodríguez. He's from the Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. He's a right-handed pitcher with a fastball, a curve, and a changeup. He's got a 2-2 record with a 7.45 ERA. He has pitched 38 2/3 innings with 25 strikeouts and 15 walks. A big starting pitcher for the Casper Rockies. And now the starting lineup for your Orem Owls, starting off tonight again. Number 15, Bradley Kuhn. Kuhn out in center field tonight. Number 14, batting second, Heinle Seisha, the shortstop. Batting third baseman, number 30, Dallas Morris. Batting fourth tonight, number 24, Mark Trumbo, playing first base again. Catching tonight for the Owls, number 36, Brett Martinez. The DH tonight is number 10, Patrick Riley. The right fielder, number 27, Josh Coles. The second baseman, batting eighth, number 7, Billy Boyer. And playing right field, number 16, Michael Hughes. Looks like they're about to do the national anthem out there. We'll take a quick commercial break and come back for the rest of the lineup.
I'm here at Utah Valley State College with new president William Cederberg. Mr. Cederberg, why is UVSC your choice?
UVSC is my choice because it's a dynamic institution. The faculty are very strong. It's located in a community with strong values, a community committed to higher education, and I think the future is extremely bright here. So as I look at it, I really didn't want to go to a school that was just maintaining the status quo. I wanted to be a school that was in transition, that was exciting, that was happening.
Okay. As president, what are your plans?
My largest job as president is to help the school and the members of this UVSC community establish a direction for the future, and then to go out and rally support for that direction. I think the future is extremely bright, and UVSC is definitely my choice for the future.
If the Owls are going to compete for the Pioneer League Championship, they're going to need an ace on the staff to lead the way. If you're thinking of buying a home or refinancing, you need an ace of your own. Look no further than Ace Mortgage Company. Our creative loan consultants offer the best terms and unsurpassed professional service. We ensure you get the loan that best suits your needs. Give us a call today at 426-5757. That's 426-5757. Ace Mortgage Company. Absolute commitment to excellence.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks so much for tuning in. We just saw the national anthem out there, sung by a tiny little girl. She's probably about, 7 years old, 8 years old.
Could be.
And we are back here at Casper, Wyoming, against the Casper Rockies at Mike Lansing Field. Third game in this three-game series against the Rockies. Again, pitching tonight for the Orem Owls will be number 22, Kelly Shearer. Shearer pitching tonight for the Owls. Shearer is a left-handed pitcher, one of the few on the team. He is 6'5". He's from Missouri City, Texas, acquired in 2004. Shearer has a record of 0-2, 2.33 ERA. Shearer's got 38 2/3 pitched innings as well. He has 24 strikeouts and 15 walks, almost a mirror image of pitcher Rodríguez for the Rockies. But Kelly Shearer is leading the Pioneer League with his 2.33 ERA. Nice job, Kelly Shearer. Shearer has a two-seamer fastball that has some movement on it near the plate. Shearer also has a four-seamer that he uses for his strikeout. That's the one he has the most control over. Shearer's also got a changeup that comes in about 76 to 79 miles an hour. His fastball's around 89 to 91 and has a curve around 81 miles an hour. So we'll see a nice variety of pitches out there from Kelly Shearer. As a team, Orem is batting .263. They have 10 home runs and 9 stolen bases, 11 runs scored versus Casper this season. 10 home runs, 9 stolen bases, and 11 runs scored against Casper. They are batting .260 in the last 10 games. They're batting .276 in the last 5, and they have 52 runs scored and 8 home runs in the last 10 games. Nice job, Orem Owls. As a pitching staff, the Owls have allowed 44 earned runs in the last 10 games. So we should see an exciting game tonight. Out on the field again, Rodríguez pitching for the Rockies. First base is Cook, second base Young, third base is Mayor, the shortstop Nazario, left field Garner, center field Fowler, right field Berglund. Catching Rodríguez, pitching Rodríguez. Ooh,
I wonder if they know each other.
Possible.
All right,
batting first for the Orem Owls, starting up, number 15, Bradley Kuhn. Top of the first inning, scoreless game. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Kuhn. and he gets a hold of it, slapper out in the left field, but underneath it is left fielder Garner taking a couple steps to his right and scooping that one up for out number 1. First pitch, first out for the Owls here in the top of the first. Still a scoreless game. Now batting will be number 14, Heinley Stacia, the shortstop. Stacia is batting .280 on the season. He's got 16 RBIs and 1 home run.
Stacia had the night off last night as Marco Albano was in the lineup. Stacia replaced Albano in about the 8th inning, I believe, came in defensively in the 8th and was 0 for 1 as he grounded out to the second baseman in his only at-bat last night.
So not a true night off for Stacia. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Stacia, lets it fly. It's a curveball hitting the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 count to Stacia. Again, Rodríguez, pitcher for the Rockies, with his fastball, comes in around 94. He's got a curve and a changeup. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Stacia, lets this one fly. Inside with a fastball hitting the dirt. Ball 1. 1-1 count to Stacia.
Third baseman Daniel Mayora for the Casper Rockies, not the Colorado Rockies, excuse me, in on the edge of the grass for Heinley Stacia.
Here's the 1-1 pitch to Stacia. Gets a hold of it, slapper out in the right field gap. Beautiful hit in shallow right field in front of Berglund. Looks like it's going to be a single for Heinley Stacia off his third pitch. So far, Rodríguez has only pitched 4 pitches so far this inning, and we have a runner on first with 1 out here in the top of the first, a scoreless game.
Just like that, the Owls have a man on in front of their lead run producer, Dallas Morris, who steps up to the plate now for the Owls.
All right, Morris has a runner on first. He has 35 RBIs. That's good enough to put him in the Pioneer League leaders. He's batting .328 on the season, up from .326 last night. Last night he was 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Dallas Morris. Lets this one fly. Inside fastball, ball 1. 1-0 count now to Morris. Morris is also up there in the Pioneer League leaders with his 18 doubles and his 25 extra base hits.
Nice job for Dallas.
Yeah, Rodríguez thrown over there to first base. Runner still safe. 1-0 count to Morris. Morris has 6 home runs as well on the season. He's from Opelousas, Louisiana, of course. Played with the University of Louisiana at Lafayette.
Dallas with 6 home runs, good enough for second on the team, I believe, behind Billy Boyer, who is in the lineup tonight for Tom Kotzman and the Orem Owls.
Boyer way down at the bottom tonight, though, 8th batter.
Kotzman down the line in the third base coaching box. Keith Johnson, the hitting coach, is in the first base coaching box, and the pitching coach is Zeke Zimmerman for the Owls.
Here's the 1-0 to Morris, and fouls it back into the net. Strike 1. 1-1 count to Morris.
The trainer for the Orem Owls is Aaron Wells, and the strength and conditioning coach is Jay Wilkins.
Morris is batting .351 in his last 9 games. He has 1 home run and 5 RBIs in his last 9 games. 3 home runs and, .314, batting .314 with 1 home run and 5 RBIs this month. Here's the 1-1 to Morris. Very high pop fly going over the shortstop, Nazario. Nazario calls for the catch and makes it over by second base for out number 2. Dallas Morris pops out to the shortstop, and now 2 outs with a runner still on first base here in the top of the first. Scoreless game.
Morris a little upset with himself there as he missed the hanging break ball, just got underneath it and hit it a mile high to Nazario, the shortstop for Casper tonight.
You ever been to Mile High Park out in California?
In Denver?
I have one in Denver too, probably.
Oh,
do they? I don't know.
The stadium where the Denver Broncos play, and also when the Colorado Rockies were first there, was called Mile High Stadium. I was there, and I've also been to Coors Field, where the Rockies now play their home games in Colorado. Gorgeous field out there.
I bet it is. Nice, probably good view, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now batting for the Owls, number 24, Mark Trumbo, the first baseman. Here comes Trumbo's 0-0 pitch. It's a changeup inside and high for ball 1. 1-0 count. That one comes straight as an arrow, but slowing it down. That one probably about, 79 miles an hour, I'll say.
What's Mile High Park in California?
Oh, it's a place where people go to shoot off model rockets and play baseball. It's just a big park. It's like Central Park in New York.
Been there.
Have you?
Yes, sir.
Here's the 1-0 to Trumbo, inside with a fastball. Ball 2, 2-0 count. Interesting fact about the Owls, they've changed a lot of their style. Chris Peterson sent me a nice email with some notes about what's going on with the Owls. Usually in the big leagues, runners will not go from first to third base. Coaches will tell them to hold up on second, and the Owls have had some success with going all the way to third base on that. Here's the 2-0 to Trumbo, and it's an inside curveball catching the corner for strike 1, 2-1 count. And I say that because Stacia is on first base right now. Stacia does have, let's find out how many stolen bases. I think he has 3. 6. Wow, 6. So a threat over there on first base, and it's possible for him to go to third if there's a single Owlz have been trying that lately, and he runs on that one, 2-1, and it's outside. It catches the corner for strike 2. Stacia's safe on first base still. The 2-2 count now for Trumbo with 2 outs.
Finally does lead the Owlz team in first to thirds, as Joey was just talking about. They actually have a competition with that throughout the Angels minor league organization.
Do they really?
They call it the Roughneck competition. And there's a few different categories, but first to third is the main category, and Stacia, I do believe, leads the Owlz in that category.
There's a 2-2, strike 3, curveball catching the outside, tricks Trumbo, and Mark Trumbo strikes out looking. That's 3 outs. That ends the top of the first. Still a scoreless game. Come on back.
Are you hungry for great-tasting Mexican food? Take a time out and stop by a local Beto's. Have you tried our burritos and chimichangas? People are voting Beto's food as numero uno in Utah. Beto's has 15 convenient locations in Utah. Most of our restaurants are open 24 hours to satisfy your craving anytime. Check us out on the web at betosmex.com. Stop by any participating Beto's location and receive a Vote for Beto's punch card, which could entitle you to free food. Holy frijoles! It's Beto's time.
Tacos.
Burgers.
Tacos.
Burgers.
What about pasta? No time. Sure there is. At Fazoli's, we can build our own pasta starting at just $2.99. It's super fast and super fresh. In about the same time as it takes for a greasy burger, we can build an Italian masterpiece like spaghetti and spicy marinara.
Spicy marinara?
Yep.
Fazoli's.
Cool, let's pick up Cindy.
Karen. Cindy. No, man.
Fazoli's, faster, fresher, better.
Insure both your car and home with us through Auto Owners Insurance, and we'll save you money. That's right. With Auto Owners Multiple Policy Discount, when you insure both your car, home, mobile home, or condominium, we'll save you time and money by consolidating all of your insurance needs with the no-problem company. Auto Owners Insurance.
For a free comparison, contact Western States Insurance Agency in Spanish Fork on Center Street across from City Park. Western States Insurance. Our customers are first class, just like our service. Find us in the yellow pages under insurance.
KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're now in the bottom of the first inning. Still a scoreless game out there. Again, pitching for the Orem Owls, Kelly Shearer, left-handed pitcher. Shearer with the 0-2 record and the 2.33 ERA. Pioneer League leader with his ERA. Again, on the field for the Owls, catching Martinez. First base, Trumbo. Second base, Boyer. Third base, Morris. Stacia's at shortstop. Hughes in left field, I believe. And Kuhn in center. Coles in right.
Had a mix-up in the starting lineup that was handed to us, and I showed 2 right fielders in the lineup, but Hughes is in left, Coles is in right.
I thought it was some kind of crazy new baseball game we were playing. And no more bats, tennis racket. It'll be totally weird. Batting first, starting off for the Casper Rockies, will be number 44, Dexter Fowler, the left fielder tonight. Here comes Fowler's 0-0 pitch. Lets it fly. Goes for the bunt, and it gets past him on the outside. Catches the corner with a fastball from Shearer. Strike 1. 0-1 count to Fowler. He was going for the, what's it called, like a bunt run?
It's actually a drag bunt.
Drag bunt. Call that. Gotcha. Here's the 0-1. High pop fly behind us. Strike 2. 0-2 count now to Fowler. Fowler's batting .283 on the season. Fowler is tall and lanky, as we've mentioned in the previous broadcast. He is 6'6", 185 pounds, although Aneury Rodríguez is 6'4", 185 pounds, and I don't know if he looks 185 pounds when he's out there. There's the 0-2, slow curve, drop strike 3, and Martinez tags him for out number 1. It looked like Fowler thought that was ball 4, took a couple steps, and Martinez was on top of it. 3-pitch strikeout right there for Kelly Shearer. Good way to start as he gets Fowler, the leadoff hitter. Beautiful. 1 out now for the Rockies here in the bottom of the first. Still a scoreless game. Now batting will be number 2, Eric Young Jr. Young's playing second base like usual. He's batting .260 on the season. Young has 13 stolen bases. Good gracious. Here comes his 0-0 pitch. Outside with a fastball. Ball 1, 1-0 count. Young was a member of the 2004 Casper Rockies team before having a season-ending injury with a broken jaw. Here's his 1-0, slow curve, outside corner, strike 2, 2-2 count. Again, Shearer with his 2-seamer and his 4-seamer fastballs, his changeup, and his curveball. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Young, goes for the bunt, and misses it, gets past him. Strike 2, 1-2 count. That was kind of interesting there. He went for the bunt, and I don't know if Brett Martinez's eye just missed the ball or what happened there. The ball came in on the fly and hit him off the knee and bounced back to Kelly Shearer.
So it almost looked like he bunted that one, but he missed it, and it's strike 2.
The amateur would think that he bunted it, like me. But the seasoned pro would realize Martinez's knee had some play.
I'm not going to argue with any of these seasoned pro compliments that are being thrown my way.
Here's the 1-2 to Young. Outside again with the fastball, ball 2. So the 2-2 count now. 1 out, no runners yet on base for the Rockies. Young is batting .260 on the season. He has 11 RBIs and 1 home run. Here comes his 2-2 pitch. Lets it fly. Fastball outside again. Ball 3. These just missing the outside high corner. 3-2 count now for Young. Here's a 3-2. Swing and a miss. Outside curveball changing up the speeds there. Strike 3. And Eric Young strikes out swinging. That's 2 strikeouts in a row for Kelly Shearer off the first 2 batters in the Rockies lineup. 2 outs now for the Rockies here in the bottom of the first. Still a scoreless game. Now batting third in the lineup, number 25, Christopher Cook. Cook's a right-handed batter from Mesa, Arizona. He's playing first base tonight. And here's his 0-0 pitch. And it's a something ball. It's a ball 1. That was a changeup coming inside. 1-0 count now. Here's the 1-0 to Cook. And that one's outside corner with a curveball, strike 2. I need to scoot over. There's a large pole in my way.
Nice breaking ball right there by Kelly Shearer to catch the corner to even the count at 1s.
There's a 1-1, swing and a miss, and an inside changeup, and that is strike 2. 1-2 count. Swinging way in front of that one.
Shearer working quickly. Has only thrown 12 pitches thus far. He struck out the first 2 hitters.
There's a 1-2. Wheel outside with a curveball bouncing off of Martinez. Ball 2. 2-2 count now for Cook with 2 outs.
Trying to get Cook to chase the breaking ball in the dirt, blown away there. We'll see if Shearer comes back and tries to bust him inside with a fastball here on the 2-2 pitch.
Last night, Cook was batting, had a 1-8-1. That doesn't make any sense. Here's the 2-2 high pop fly over shallow center field. Running to grab it is Heinle Stacia, and he scoots right in front of center fielder Kuhn, but Kuhn slides and makes the grab for out number 3. Nice catch. That is 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the first. Still a scoreless game. Come on back.
Welcome to the Pepsi Theater Minute. Today, the story of Langusto and Pesto.
Ah, Langusto.
Oh, Pesto.
Cacciatore, lasagna, gorgonzola.
Oh, linguini, la carbonara, calzone.
Scalupini, tortellini al pomodoro, bruschetta, prosciutto, ricotta. Pepsi.
Pepsi, cappellini, salame, pancetta. Pepsi, mortadella.
Calzone. Pepsi.
Pepsi, ravioli, scalopine, minestrone, prosciutto.
Pepsi e scalopine.
Linguini, cannelloni, maccheroni, gnocchi, gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola. Bologna.
Spaghetti.
Antipasti.
Parmigiano, provolone, mozzarella, Pepsi.
Langusto, calamari. Langusto. Pepsi.
Pepsi, food's good. Pepsi, it's the cola.
One of the unsung heroes at the ballpark is the groundskeeping crew, and it's up to them to ensure the field looks its best on game day. While your yard may not take the same pounding as the turf at a baseball stadium, it still deserves professional care. More Utah County residents rely on the pros at Frederico Landscaping Incorporated. They're now celebrating their 25th year of providing custom residential landscaping. For all your landscaping needs, including water features and grounds maintenance, you can rely on Frederico Landscaping. See their work online at fredericolandscaping.com.
I love the summertime. Baseball, warm days, cool nights, and free stuff from the Orem Owls. Captain Terrence here, reporting on the newest promotion for Orem Owl games in August. The Owls are home again on the 10th through the 16th. And on the 10th, be there if you're a junior night owl. If you want Owls players' autographs, make sure you show up on the 11th. And if you want to see large explosions and sparks, come on the 12th to see fireworks by Lances. And on the 13th, we have a doubleheader that starts at 6:05 p.m. And the second game is hockey night with Luke Robitaille by the Utah Grizzlies. On the 15th, we have another 6 for $36 deal by Hebrew National. That's 6 hot dogs, 6 drinks, and 6 tickets for $36. Games start at 7:05 and gates open at 6. Oh, I can't wait. I think I'll step over here in my time machine to make time go quicker. That's the refrigerator. Captain's log, the future is cold and full of lunch meat.
Call 377-BALL for more information. 1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We're now in the top of the second inning. Still a scoreless game out here. Again, pitching still for the Rockies is Rodríguez. Batting right now is Brett Martinez. He so far has the 1-2 count against him. 2 looping curves caught him on the outside corner for two strikes, and that last one was way inside for ball 1. So here comes the 1-2 pitch to Martinez, and Rodríguez lets it fly. Martinez gets a hold of it, but grounds it foul down the third base line there. Strike 2 still for Martinez.
1-2 fastball that came into Brett Martinez, came up underneath his chin there as he had to duck out of the way and get down on the ground.
Yeah.
To get out of the way of that one.
To
got
escape
up
the
and
heat.
Dusted himself off, ready to step in there. Now counts also 1-2.
Still 1-2. Martinez batting .299 on the season. Here comes his 1-2 pitch. Slow looping curve way outside. He holds up. Ball 2. 2-2 count now to Martinez. No outs yet, no runners yet on base. Martinez from Redlands, California, who's got 17 RBIs and 2 home runs in the season. Again, batting .299 coming into this game. He did not play in the game last night. Whipkey played for him. Here's the 2-2. High pop fly going foul. Underneath it is the first baseman. That one just stayed fair along the line, and first baseman Cook grabbed that one in between first and home plate on the line, out number 1.
Martinez had a well-deserved night off last night, and unfortunately just got underneath that one, and Chris Cook settled underneath it for out number 1.
So 1 out now here in the top of the second, still a scoreless game. Coming to the plate now for the Owls, number 10, Patrick Riley, the designated hitter. Riley's batting .274 on the season. He's got 10 RBIs and 2 home runs. Riley did not play in the game last night. He's a left-handed batter from Reno, Nevada. Last played with the University of Arizona, acquired in 2004. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Patrick Riley. 1 out, no runners on base. Lets it fly. Way outside and high with a curve. Ball 1, 1-0 count to Riley.
Pat Riley with a very sweet swing from the left-hand side of the plate as he has been hitting the ball real well as of late. Had a couple of nice hits in the Idaho Falls series, and just missed a couple of home runs in the last game up there.
There's the 1-0. That fastball gets him on the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 count now to Riley. Let's see how Riley's been doing in the last 5. I think I have that information.
Against the Casper Rockies this year, he's hitting .292.
Cool. Here's the 1-1 to Riley. Another slow looping curve. Catches the outside corner for strike 2. Riley tried to check his swing on that one, but it didn't help. 1-2 count now for Riley. I'm looking. Here we go. The last 5 games, Riley is batting .333. Here comes his 1-2, way inside with a fastball. Ball 2. 2-2 count now for Riley with 1 out. No runners on base yet.
Yeah, Pat's been hitting very well in the last 5 games. .333 with a pair of runs driven in.
Yeah. 9 at bat so far. He was 3 for 9. No, that doesn't make sense. 9 at bats. Never mind. Here's the. Nope. Okay, they hold up. Riley taking a little break there. Also having this Riley character. They got something in here. This paper. Nope. It was a lie. I lied to these listeners at home.
It's all lies, Joey.
There's a 2-2. Fouls that one off behind us there. Still strike 2 for Riley.
Good battle by Pat Riley as he fouled off the breaking ball there to stay alive.
2-2 is still the count with 1 out and no runners yet on base.
Mentioned that Pat played at the University of Arizona. He played in the College World Series 2 years ago.
Lettered in baseball, football, and soccer in high school. Here's his 2-2, and that one gets him on the inside with a fastball. Strike 3, and Patrick Riley strikes out looking. The second strikeout of the night for Rodríguez, pitcher for the Rockies, and they've both been striking out looking.
Pat did not quite agree with home plate umpire Tim Bretsky's call right there, but the pitch looked to me to be a little low and away, but nonetheless, Bretsky thought it was strike 3. So Riley sends himself back to the dugout.
Takes the green mile back to the dugout. 2 outs now, top of the second still. No score on the board. Now batting is number 27, Josh Coles, the right fielder. His first pitch is a slow curve catching the outside corner for strike 1. This pitcher, Rodríguez, can hit that outside corner with his curve. Maybe he's got something going on with the ump.
Maybe.
To hit that outside corner. I don't know.
Of course, the outside corners have been very generous in the last couple of series with this umpiring crew.
There's the 0-1 inside fastball, low, ball 1, 1-1 count now to Coles. Coles is batting .215 on the season, up from .211 last night. Last night, Coles had a single. He was 1 for 3 in the game. Here comes the 1-1 to Coles. Swings and chases an outside curve for strike 2. This one Coles decides to swing on, and it's the 1-2 count now, almost losing his balance.
Josh Coles, of course, was high school teammates with catcher Brett Martinez.
Yep.
comes into the game tonight, hitting .368 in his last 10 games with a home run and 5 RBI.
Here's a 1-2. Inside fastball. Swiping Coles on the jersey. Ball 2. 2-2 count now to Coles.
Josh just able to skip out of the way of that one there as the breaking ball didn't break and stayed on the inner half to even the count up at 2s.
Coles 17 RBIs and 5 home runs total this season. Here's a 2-2. Nice grounder down the third base line. There's the throw from Mayora to Cook at first and gets the out at first base. Just barely. Cook had to come off the bag and snag it off the ground to make out number 3. That ends the top of the second. Still a scoreless game. Come on back.
After watching the Orem Owls hit home runs all night, it's time to have a great reason to run home. Nothing beats a Love Stack waiting for you. Oversized sacks from Love Stack may look like huge bean bags, but they are filled with extra soft Durafoam and come in a variety of designer covers ready to match any lifestyle. But just like the Owls, a Love Stack is something you've got to see in person to really appreciate. Come stack out for yourself at the Love Stack store in the Riverwood Shopping Center in Provo, or any of the other locations across the Wasatch Front. For the original and still the best oversized sack, there's only Love Stack.
Everybody wants to be recognized for their accomplishments. From Little League to the pros, Employee of the Month to Salesperson of the Year, awards are a great way of saying you're a superstar. If you have a superstar on your team or at work, contact Payson Sports and Trophy. They feature a winning selection of awards, plaques, and trophies, as well as custom engraving and quantity discounts. Find them in your Yellow Pages or stop by at 15 East 100 North in Payson. Payson Sports and Trophy, blue ribbon quality and service.
Out and Back is your Utah Valley source for all your family's outdoor adventure needs. Serving Utah County for over 17 years. We have a wide stock of excellent gear and clothing from Mountain Hardware, The North Face, and Sierra Designs, along with the Valley's largest selection of Chaco sandals. Whether you go camping, climbing, hiking, or mountaineering, we have what you need. Let us take care of you. Out and Back, 1797 South State Street, Orem. Bring in your Owls ticket stub within 7 days after the game and get up to 3 pair of our $14.95 Quick Dry Nylon River Shorts for only $4.95. Or mention this ad and get 2 pair of $6.95 outdoor socks free with any purchase over $20.
KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. You all ready for this? We're in the bottom of the second inning. It's a scoreless game. I think you are ready for that.
I am totally ready for this.
Pitching again for the Orem Owls, Kelly Shearer. Kelly Shearer struck out the first 2 batters he faced and then made one of them pop out to center field, getting rid of the first 3 batters in the Casper Rockies lineup in the last inning.
Kelly did ask me once again to say hello to his mother back home in Texas and wanted to say thank you for the numerous secretarial work that she has done for him while he's been out in Orem.
To help him out.
So good work, Mom.
Cool.
And also he wants his apartment to be ready for him upon return to Texas. So,
clean sheets and...
I don't know how you're going to take that.
Shearer is facing Cole Garner right now, the left fielder. His first 2 pitches have fallen in the inside of the strike zone for a strike for 0-2 count. There's the 0-2 pitch. That one goes outside with a curveball, ball 1. 1-2 count to Garner. No outs yet, no runners yet on base.
Trying to get Garner to chase the 0-2 breaking ball in the dirt there, but Cole showed good discipline, able to hold up.
Here's the 1-2 to Garner. Lets it fly. Gets a hold of it. High pop fly going foul. Underneath it is Trumbo out by the dirt in the Rockies bullpen. And Trumbo does what he does best and made the catch out there, getting that pop-out foul ball.
Nice running catch by Trumbo on the warning track down the right field line over by the fence in between the Casper bullpen and the Casper dugout.
So 1 out now for the Rockies here in the bottom of the second. Still a scoreless game out here at Mike Lansing Field. Sorry, something happened with my mouth.
Apparently.
Couldn't control it.
I looked over and Joey was yelling at me, I thought.
With no noise. Now batting for the Rockies, Brett Berglund, the right fielder. Here's his 0-0. Low curve outside and low. Ball 1, 1-0 count. I also have a special message from Rafael Cruz to his family in Veracruz, Mexico. Saludos para la familia en Veracruz, Mexico, de Rafael Cruz. He says hi. And there's the 1-0 pitch to Berglund, and he cracks it fair down the first base line, just getting over the glove of Mark Trumbo, who reached up for it. And that's a single for Brett Berglund.
Tough play right there for Trumbo as he went back directly behind where he was playing to try to make the catch. The ball just skipped off his glove and falls in there for the first hit of the night for the Rockies.
Shucks. So runner now on first with 1 out. Still a scoreless game here in the bottom of the second. Now batting is number 8, Jeff Strickland, the designated hitter. Strickland from Orlando, Florida, batting .284. Did not play in the game last night. Here comes the 0-0 to Strickland. Outside curveball catch in the corner, strike one. 0-1 count to Strickland.
Jeff was selected in the 7th round of the 2005 first-year player draft from Division II school Florida Southern, where he led Florida Southern to the Division II World Series title this year.
There's the 0-1 grounder to Dallas Morris, chop it up into the air. He makes the throw to Boyer at second, and not enough time to make the throw to Trumbo, but Brett Berglund is out at second base, and Jeff Strickland gets to first base on that fielder's choice.
Nice play there by Morris to take the high chopper and make the throw quickly to Billy Boyer at second base, but unfortunately not enough time to make the turn to first.
Yeah. So 2 outs now for the Rockies here in the bottom of the second, still a scoreless game. Now batting is number 17, Daniel Mayora, the third baseman from Estado, Venezuela. Here comes Mayora's 0-0 pitch. Shearer checking his runner at first. Runner goes. There's the throw. And there's the throw to second base. And he is safe. That is Brett Berglund out there on first base. I'm sorry, Jeff Strickland was on first base. Pitcher Shearer, instead of pitching, threw over to Mark Trumbo. And by that time, Strickland was already halfway to second base. Trumbo made the throw to second baseman Boyer, and for some reason wasn't on the bag and couldn't get him.
Strickland steals base number 4 in the air for him as Shearer tried to pick the runner off first. Trumbo's throw to second was just a little bit towards the third base side of the bag, pulling Stacia off, and Strickland able to slide in there safely.
Again, batting Daniel Mayora, the third baseman. He's got a runner on second with 2 outs. His first pitch goes outside with a curveball for ball 1. 1-0 count to Mayora. Shearer checks his runner on second. There's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, high fastball. Martinez throws to second baseman Boyer. Strickland was leading off second base quite a bit, but he's still safe over there. 1-1 count now to Mayora.
Brett's throw this time sails to the right-hand side of second base on the first base side of the field, and pulled Boyer a little bit that way and couldn't put the tag down on the runner, Strickland.
Here's the 1-1 to Mayora, and he line drives it right above Billy Boyer into right field. Here comes Strickland running in for the run score. There's the throw to home. It's way over Martinez, and Strickland makes it all the way to home, and Daniel Mayora makes it to second base. The throw came from right fielder Cole into Mark Trumbo, using him as a cutoff man. It got past Trumbo and past Martinez at home plate, and so a single RBI from Daniel Mayora, bringing in Jeff Strickland for the first run scored of the game. The Rockies now lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. 2 outs and a runner on second base.
Coles came up throwing there, trying to get the runner Strickland at the plate. The ball just skipped past Mark Trumbo, who had come over to cut it off, and then skipped past Brett Martinez. But Kelly Shearer, backing up the plate, was able to strangle a ball.
There's the 0-0 pitch now to Ramon Rodríguez. Now batting for the Rockies. He's the catcher. First pitch he fouls off for strike 1. 0-1 count.
Rodríguez, began the season with Tri-City in the Northwest League at the Rockies affiliate at their other short season level.
There's the 0-1 grounder down the third baseline, fouled. Strike 2. 0-2 count. That one chopping up in the air.
He appeared in 9 games in Tri-City, hitting .071. He was only 2 for 28, but he did steal a base up there before coming down to Casper.
He's batting .256 on the season. 2 RBIs, no home runs. That's Rodríguez. He's from Santiago City in the Dominican Republic. I don't think we've seen Rodríguez for a couple days.
Now, Suarez has been the catcher the first couple of nights here, so he's getting the night off.
There's the 0-2, way inside with a fastball, scooting Rodríguez back. Ball 1. 1-2 count now to Rodríguez with a runner on second and 2 outs. Rodríguez catching and Rodríguez pitching for the Rockies.
Interesting.
Eerie. Here's the 1-2 to Rodríguez. Gets a hold of it and pops it out into right field. Looks like that's going to be a single for him, dropping in front of Cole. And it's bringing in Brett Berglund. No, that's Mayora. And the throw to home from Cole doesn't get to Martinez in time, and Mayora comes in for the run scored all the way from second base.
That throw from Coles was right on line, made that play a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Martinez tried for the swipe tag there at the last second, but the runner Mayora was able to get underneath it, score the second run of the inning for the Rockies, and now lead it 2-0.
That's another single RBI from Ramon Rodríguez. He now has 3 RBIs on the season. Runner on first base, still 2 outs. Rockies now leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. Now batting bottom of the lineup, Radames Nazario, the shortstop. Nazario's from Naguabo, Puerto Rico. He's batting .195. I think Jennifer Lopez is from Puerto Rico.
Interesting.
Here's the 0-0. Slow curve, inside corner. Nice pitch. Strike 1. 0-1 count. That one's fooling him.
We could start some rumors that maybe those two are dating or something.
Let's do it.
Giddy up.
No one will ever know. 0-1 count now to Nazario. Here's his pitch. Tries to check his swing, and looks like it fouls off the handle of his bat for strike 2. 0-2 count now.
Shearer's ahead of the number 9 hitter here. I'd like to see him come right after him, not have to waste too many pitches on Nazario. He's only hitting 195 coming into the ballgame tonight.
This may be a dumb question, but why do they put the number 9 batter? Here's his 0-2. Curveball, outside corner, nice pitch. I'll talk about it later. That's 3 outs. Another strikeout from Kelly Shearer, and that ends the bottom of the second. Rockies now leading 2-0. Come on back.
I'm here with Alex Nibley and Amanda Pettingill, an instructor and a student from Amber's Battle, the new movie shot at Utah Valley State College. So, Alex, what were your roles on this project?
I wrote the script for Amber's Battle, and I was one of the 2 professors that put together what came to be called the Digital Cinema Boot Camp.
You learn an immense amount, something that you can't be taught in the classroom.
During that time, we produced 2 movies and 1 television show. You know, it's real filmmaking. It's not just kids running around with video cameras.
Amanda, what is it like to be female in this industry?
You are in smaller numbers, but in a way you can use it to your advantage because women will stick out more.
What is the future for film at UVSC?
UVSC has set its sights on becoming the premier film training institution in Utah, if not the whole Intermountain West, and I think they can become one of the best in the country.
I enjoy working on these productions, and that is why UVSC is my choice.
For teaching film production, UVSC is my choice.
When a medical emergency occurs, the minutes it takes for help to arrive can be the most important minutes in saving a person's life. Do you know what to do in a life-threatening situation? Save a Heart of Utah provides daily private and public classes in CPR and first aid, including the new automatic external defibrillator. The classes are interactive, practical, enjoyable, and may just be the most important 2 hours you ever spend. Make sure you know what to do in an emergency. Call Save a Heart Utah at 582-7114.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. The Rockies put up 2 runs in that last inning, thanks to a single RBI from Daniel Mayora and a single RBI from Ramon Rodriguez. The score is now 2-0 in favor of the Rockies as we enter the top of the 3rd inning. Still pitching out there for the Rockies, Rodriguez. So far, Rodriguez has struck out 2 Owlz batters and allowed a single off of him.
Nice outing thus far for Rodriguez. Yep. He has had no trouble breezing through the lineup thus far for the Owls, but I've got a feeling that's going to change.
Yeah, as he faces number 7, Billy Boyer, the second baseman from Auburn, Washington. Boyer's got 22 RBIs, 7 home runs. He leads his team with home runs. He's batting .245, down from .250 last night. Yep. All right, no runners on base. Top of the 3rd, no outs yet. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Billy Boyer. Lets this one fly. Swing and a miss, high fastball, strike 1. Billy Boyer has a .083 batting average in his last 9 games. He is hitless in his last 5 games. 11 strikeouts out of 17 at-bats in the last 10 games for Billy Boyer.
Boyer been struggling a little bit as of late. Came in early today to the stadium, got some early hitting work in with Keith Johnson.
Here's the 0-1. Curveball outside and high, ball 1. Holding up on that one. 1-1 count now for Boyer. Boyer has 2 home runs and 5 RBIs versus Casper in the entire season. Again, Boyer batting .245, pardon me.
Billy hit his first professional home run here last season.
There's the 1-1, gets the hold of it out in the left field. That one looks like it's bouncing against the wall back there, and it does, into fair territory, and Boyer sails over to second base with a stand-up double bouncing off the wall out there.
Billy just missed hitting another home run against Casper as he has shown a lot of power against the Rockies in the past 2 years as he hit that ball just off the fence down the left field line for a leadoff double.
Just a couple feet below the wall out there. There are only 8-foot walls out here in Mike Lansing Field. So now a runner on second base with no outs. That is Billy Boyer's ninth double on the season. Thanks.
Didn't know if you had that in front of you or not, so I thought
I did, Brett. What do you think I am?
Joey?
Well, yeah, but
no, I'm right.
That says a lot. Batting now for the Owls, bottom of the lineup, number 9, Michael Hughes, right fielder from Hoffman Estates, Illinois. Hughes got a runner on second with no outs. Here comes Hughes's 0-0 pitch. Pitcher checking his runner, lets it fly, goes for the bunt, and he pops it way into the press box, slamming against the window in front of us for strike number 1.
I was all over that
gracious.
one, Joey.
You all right over there?
And he's okay.
He's okay.
Well, I tell you, Joey, bring a glove.
There's a newspaper reporter in that next booth over there got slammed in the window. That was loud.
He was trying to sacrifice the runner Boyer over to third base there. Couldn't get the job done on the first pitch.
All right. A couple more you can have. 0-1 count to Hughes. Runner on second. No outs yet. Here comes Hughes' 0-1 pitch. Lets this one fly. And fouls that one back as well into the net. Strike 2, 0-2 count.
Mike hit his first professional home run here last night in the ball game.
Yeah.
As he got a hold of a breaking ball and hit it over the right field fence in the second inning.
He was 1 for 4 in the game last night with his home run, but he also drove in a run with a sacrifice fly. That was
and an RBI ground out also for Hughes last night.
That's right, yeah.
That's right. He had 3 RBI, and nice job by Hughes, earning him another start tonight.
Here's his 0-2. Curveball outside, dropped by the catcher. There's a throw to third base as Boyer tries to steal third, and he does. The third baseman, Mayora, dropped that one as well. I guess the ball had some kind of goo on it. And now a runner on third base in the 1-2 count for Hughes.
Nice read by Boyer there as he saw the ball in the dirt, skipped away from Ramon Rodriguez, the catcher. And as I mentioned earlier, the roughneck competition with the Owls, with the Angels minor leagues. First to third is one, and a ball in the dirt like that is also another category. If they advance on a ball in the dirt like that,
they get a point.
They will get a point in that category.
Cool. There's the 1-2 to Hughes. Nice hit out in the left field, bouncing in front of the left fielder Garner. A beautiful slap by Michael Hughes, bringing him to first base and driving in Billy Boyer from third base. A single RBI from Michael Hughes. He now has 9 RBIs in the season, and now the score is 2-1 in favor of the Rockies in the top of the third.
Hughes continues to stay hot at the plate, as that is his 4th run batted in the last 2 games.
Cool.
He had a nice job there to reach out and slap the outside slider over into left field, over the third baseman Mayora's head, and drive Boyer in for the first run of the night.
Still no outs for the Owls here in the top of the third. 2-1 is the score in favor of the Rockies. Now batting back to the top of the lineup with Bradley Kuhn, the center fielder tonight. Kuhn popped out to left field his last at-bat off the first pitch. Starting off the game. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Bradley Kuhn. Runner goes. Cracks that one at the hit and run, and he slaps it out in the left field in the gap between shortstop and third. And there goes Michael Hughes all the way to third base, and a single for Bradley Kuhn, pardon me.
Perfectly executed hit and run there with Hughes running. The shortstop Nazario went to cover second base, and Kuhn was able to slap it through the hole that he left vacant as he went to cover the bag. And Hughes able to go to third on the single. So first and third with nobody out.
Beautiful. Hughes had a nice leadoff off of first base, running about the time the pitcher released the ball. And Hughes is already halfway to second base before he was even hit. So now batting for the Owls will be Heinle Stacia. He's got a runner on first and third with no outs. Rockies still leading 2-1 here in the top of the third inning.
Heinle singled back in the first inning for the first hit of the night for the Owls.
Here's his 0-0. Runner goes. It's a strike, and there's a throw to second base. And Rodriguez pulls Young, second baseman, off the bag towards shortstop and can't get Bradley Kuhn, and Kuhn steals yet another base.
Number 13 on the year for Kuhn. He's only been caught twice on the season.
Good gracious.
Stolen 13 and 15 attempts, so a nice job there by Brad to put 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out.
That was a strike 1 for Stacia. So he has the 0-1 runners on second and third, like Brett Crane said. Rockies still leading 2-1 here in the top of the third. Here's the 0-1 to Stacia. Gets a hold of it. Nice hit out in the right center gap, and it bounces between both the right fielder and center fielder. There goes Bradley Kuhn, and Michael Hughes in for 2 runs scored off a double from Heinle Stacia. The double from Stacia bringing in 2 runners, Bradley Kuhn and Michael Hughes. Stacia now has 18 RBIs in the season and 10 doubles.
Nice job there by Heinle Stacia to slap that pitch out in the right center field gap for a extra base hit there.
Putting the Owls in the lead, 3-2 here in the top of the third.
Absolutely. The right fielder Brett Berglund and the center fielder Dexter Fowler both came in to try to get that ball, and instead of throwing the ball into second base where they might have had a shot to try to get Heinle Stacia out there, they overthrew their cutoff man, allowing both of the runners to score, and Stacia to advance to scoring position with nobody out.
Still no one out.
Top half of the third inning.
Cool.
Pitching coach Richard Palacios is on the mound right now for a conference.
The home run for all your garage door needs is All-Star Garage. All-Star Garage introduces its latest innovation in garage door remodeling, the Virtual Photo, which allows an on-site preview of your new garage door with instant before and after photos before you make the purchase. All-Star Garage, if we can't fix it, we won't charge you. 763-1114. Again, Heinle Stacia there with a double, scoring in 2 runs. So now the Owls lead 3-2 here in the top of the third. Still no outs. Runner on second base as Dallas Morris steps to the plate. Morris popped out to the shortstop his last at-bat. He is a right-handed batter, batting 328 coming into the game. I'm dyslexic.
4 straight hits to begin the third inning for the Owls.
Yeah. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Morris. Swing and a miss on an inside fastball. Looked like about halfway through his swing, he regretted it and tried to stop. But that's strike one, 0-1 count.
Morris was kind of a funky swing right there.
Yeah.
As Joey mentioned, you could tell he kind of got about halfway through his swing, realized he shouldn't, but decided to keep going instead of trying to hold off, and it almost looked painful right there.
It did.
Looked like he could have hurt his hands or
Yeah,
something. But he looks like he's all right.
Yeah, he's
comes
fine.
back in for the 0-1.
All right, runner still on second with no outs. Checking his runner on second is Rodriguez. Here's the 0-1. Gets a hold of it. Flapper down the third base line in between the shortstop and the third baseman. There goes Stacia to third, choosing to hold up. Good choice. The throw came into Mayora, the third baseman, as the cutoff man. And Stacia now on third. And a single for Dallas Morris, advancing Stacia to third.
No problem there with Dallas Morris taking a full swing on that ball as he crushed that ball between the shortstop and third base. And one of the hardest balls I've seen him hit this year. And because the ball was hit so hard, it got to the left fielder Cole Garner quickly, and Stacia had to stop at third.
Good choice. So now runners on the corners with no outs. Top of the third. Owlz now leading 3-2. Now batting is number 24, Mark Trumbo, the first baseman. He struck out looking his last at-bat. He has no outs. Runners on the corners.
Infielders playing back for the Rockies, hoping for the double play here. They'll trade it for the run to score.
There's the 0-0, swing and a miss, and a slow curve going outside. Strike one, 0-1 count to Trumbo. Trumbo batting .274. He's up there in the Pioneer League leaders with his 19 doubles, his 23 extra base hits. Last night he was batting .273. Only he rose 1 point for tonight.
Action in the Casper bullpen down the right field line. I can't see a number, but it is a left-handed pitcher warming up down there.
There's the 0-1, a beautiful grounder up the middle to the second baseman, but they make the tag at second and throw to first. Out at second, out at first base with the, I'm going to call it the 4...
It'll be a 4-3 double play right there. No RBI on the play for Trumbo, although Stacia did score there.
Cool.
So there are now 2 outs with nobody on base in the third inning.
And the Owls now lead 4-2 here in the top of the third, bringing in Heinley Stacia for the run scored. And what happened to Morris?
Morris was forced out.
Oh, he was thrown out at second base. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, Owls now leading 4-2 here in the top of the third. We now have 2 outs thanks to that double play. Now batting is Brett Martinez, the catcher. His first pitch goes outside with a fastball for ball one. Ball one. 1-0 count.
Martinez flew to the first baseman in foul territory for the first out of the second inning.
That one probably would have dropped fair if the first baseman wasn't under it, just on the line. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Martinez, and buckles his knees for an outside corner catching curveball. Strike one. 1-1 count now.
Brett comes into the ball game tonight hitting .299 as he tries to push his average up over the 300 mark again.
Almost there, man. 1-1 count, 2 outs, no more runners on base. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Martinez. Swing and a miss and a high fastball inside and high. High fastball.
High.
Strike 2, 1-2 count.
Wind is picked up here at Mike Lanzig Field. Is blowing out to left field now as it has come up pretty strong breeze now through the stadium here. As we were told before the game, the possibility of a rainstorm coming in.
Thunderstorm.
This could be the rain beginning here as it is beginning to get overcast.
There's the 1-2 inside fastball. Martinez did a good job of holding up on that one. It was very close. 2-2 count now to Martinez.
Many of the Casper fielders thought that was strike 3 as they begin to start trotting towards the first base dugout.
That's what they get. The early bird gets the dugout worm.
And the platypus or donkey or whatever that is behind home plate thought that was strike 3 and just about got nailed by a wild pitch there.
Wow, that one way over the catcher Rodriguez with an inside fastball. Wild pitch from Rodriguez, the pitcher, and it's the 3-2 count now for Martinez.
That ball bounced off the screen right at about head level with the platypus?
He's a platypus. Hobart is his name.
Okay, well, anyway, he almost got hit in the head with the ball, and I would have laughed.
First of all, you think, why a platypus? And then you think, why Hobart? Just why?
We're in Casper, Wyoming.
Platty. Call him Platty.
Okay.
Oh, boy. All right, here's the 3-2 to Martinez. Another high inside fastball for ball 4, and Martinez gets walked on a ball 4, and now a runner on first base with 2 outs. Owlz still leading 4-2 here in the top of the third.
You think Hoots the Owl could take care of the little platypus boy here?
Oh, man, he'd be charged with a crime. It'd be so awful.
Took you a minute to come up with that, huh?
Well, I was thinking of the mental picture, and it was horrifying.
Oh, yeah, it scared me a little, too.
Well, Hoots would his beak is so pointy compared to Hobart's curvaceous duck-billed
platypus.
Duck-billed platypus. All right, now batting for the Owlz is Patrick Riley, the designated hitter. Riley struck out looking in the last at-bat, the second strikeout of the night for the Owlz. He has a runner on first base with 2 outs. Riley's batting .274 in the season, 10 RBIs, 5 home runs. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Patrick Riley. Way outside and high with a curveball. I don't know where he's going with that one. Ball 1-0 count.
Looks like the rain is picking up quite steadily here at Mike Lansing Field. There's a bunch of umbrellas popping open. A lot of people trying to head underneath the bleachers here. You can't really see it raining too hard. It must be coming down a little harder than we can tell up here in the press box.
It's that invisible rain I've heard so much about.
Ooh.
It's very dangerous.
The Casper bullpen pitchers coming into the dugout for shelter.
There's the 1-0. Nice grounder, but fouls down. I thought that one was going forward. My depth perception is not very good today. The 1-1 count to Riley.
It is kazoo night here at Mike Lansing Field in Casper, Wyoming. Excuse me, I did not sneeze either. And it's the second night this year we've encountered on the road that were kazoos. We were able to be a part of the world record-setting kazoo night in Missoula, Montana a few weeks ago. That wasn't annoying.
Not at all. They just delayed the game for 5 minutes.
Played the kazoo for 5 minutes straight. Oh. That didn't give anybody a headache.
No. Here's the 1-1 to Riley. Gets a hold of it, high pop fly out into left center field. And it's going to bounce between both left and center fielders. There goes Martinez to third base. Riley to second. Martinez coming home. Here's the throw. It's way in front of the base. And Martinez comes in for the run scored off a double RBI from Patrick Riley. Riley now has 11 RBIs in the season, and now a runner on second with 2 outs.
Nice job by Brett Martinez, hustling all the ways. He's able to score from first on the double in the left center field gap for Patrick Riley.
The throw came into the catcher Rodríguez, but he was way in front of the plate, almost off the dirt, and couldn't get that one.
Double number 5 on the year for Riley as the Owlz now send their 9th hitter of the inning to the plate.
Wow.
Josh Cowles.
And Coles.
Why did I say Cowles?
Why did you say that? I don't know.
Just joking.
We know. Here's the 0-0 to Coles. Swing and a miss on a fastball, strike 1, hard swing. 0-1 count to Coles. Coles grounded out to the third baseman his last at bat. He's batting .215, up from .211 last night. He had a single last night in the game.
I think at the start of the year I called him Cowles, thinking that's how it's pronounced.
I did too.
And he doesn't really like it when you call him that, so that's why I continue to call him that.
Out of spite. There's the 0-1, way inside with the fastball, snagging Coles in the jersey. Ball 1, 1-1 count.
I don't know why he doesn't like me though.
Who wouldn't like you? Who doesn't like you?
I don't know.
1-1 count for Coles, and a runner on second with 2 outs. Long inning for the Owls, doing a lot of damage. Here's the 1-1, slow curve outside, ball 2, 2-1 count. Oh, by the way, the Owls are now leading 5-2 here in the top of the third.
The Owls are putting a beating on the Rockies here. They've got 6 hits already in the inning.
Jeez, this inning alone.
Pat Riley is on second base after he had a double.
So 1 hit in the first inning, and now 6 in the third. Here's the 2-1. Cracks that one out in the center field, in the shallow center field, and it bounces right in front of the center fielder, Fowler. And there goes Patrick Riley in for the run scored off a single RBI from Josh Coles. That one looked like it had a kind of a backspin on it, and it bounced in front of the center fielder, Fowler. He was running for it, then stopped suddenly and just let it fall. Maybe it had cooties.
A nice job there by Coles to reach out and poke that ball into center field for a 2-out RBI single, which makes me have to go to the next column in my scorebook here. The Owls have batted around against Rodríguez in the third, and that's going to be the night for him as P.J. Carey, the manager for the Rockies, comes to the mound and makes the call to the bullpen for the left-hander.
The Owls now lead 6-2 here in the top of the third inning, and that is Coles' 18th RBI in the season. We have a runner on first with 2 outs. Looks like they're going to bring in a new pitcher here from their Casper Rockies. Left-hander, 34. We'll find out in just a second.
34 or 35, okay. It looks like.
SOS Staffing Services is proud to be a sponsor of Orem Owlz Baseball. Is your company looking for top talent? Do you have open positions that must be filled with key players? SOS Staffing Services is Utah County's home team. SOS has 25 Utah offices strategically placed to recruit top talent. SOS specializes in permanent placements in all careers, temp to hire, temporary employment. So the next time your business needs a home run, pick SOS Staffing Services. What do you got, Brett Crane?
It looks like you said 35 over to us.
I think it's 36.
Oh, 36. That would make sense. Jay Metzger, the left-handed pitcher, as I was looking for 35 and couldn't find him.
He was doing a thumb thing, but it was hidden by his
the fool.
The fool. Now pitching for the Casper Rockies, number 36, Jay Metzger. Metzger now pitching for the Rockies. Metzger is from Vernon, Connecticut, and he is last played with the Casper Rockies last year. He's a 6'4", left-handed pitcher, this Jay Metzger character. Metzger comes into the game with a record of 3-0. He's got a 4.82 ERA with 28 innings pitched so far. He's got 22 strikeouts and 7 walks. Metzger is one of 3 left-handed pitchers on the Casper Rockies pitching staff.
Short night of work for Aneury Rodríguez as he gets roughed around in his 2 2/3 innings of pitch. He's still responsible for Coles, the runner on first base.
Yep. Are you tired of that old routine, Brett Crane?
Oh, man, am I.
Why don't you go down to Escape Motorsports in Provo? They have what you need to re-energize your life. Escape Motorsports has dirt bikes, street bikes, ATVs, personal, watercraft, and generators. They even have zero-down financing available and approved credit. So why don't you go down to Escape Motorsports at 1480 North State in Provo and put some excitement back into your life?
Right up my alley.
Do it, Brett Crane.
I will.
What's stopping you?
You.
What did I do?
I don't know.
But it's you. All right, so 2 outs. Runner on first base. That's Coles out there with a single. The Owls are now leading 6-2 in the top of the third inning. Now batting is number 7, Billy Boyer, the second baseman. Boyer had his 9th double his last at-bat.
Earlier in this inning, you'll lead off the inning. He doubled.
Oh, that's right. That was so long ago.
Boyer was a spark plug in this top of the 3rd inning for the Owls as he is now the 10th hitter to come to the plate.
I've never seen them go all the way around. This is the first time
that I've seen this as well. So.
Weird. So a momentous occasion here at the Mike Lansing Field.
Screwing up my scorebook. Thank you very much.
There's the 0-0 to Boyer. Fastball outside, ball 1. 1-0 count to Boyer. Runner on first with 2 outs. We've had 2 outs for about the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, the
fantastic.
Last 3 hitters have reached base with 2 out for the Owls.
Here's the 1-0. That one's low and inside with a fastball for ball 2. And catcher Rodriguez throws over to first base. Cole's still safe over there. So the 2-0 count now for Boyer.
Cole's off the bag a little too far. Looked like he was leaning towards second base, so Rodriguez threw over to Cook, just a little late there.
Boyer, who's at the plate right now, has the 2-0 count. Boyer has a runner on first base. Let's see. No, it doesn't have a... With runners on base, Boyer is batting 203. He's had 69 chances with runners on base. He's driven in 19 of them. Here's the 2-0, swing and a miss, and a high fastball. Strike 1 for Boyer. 2-1 count now. We saw Boyer with I think the 3-2 count, his last at-bat. Then he hit that double. Was that correct?
No.
1-2?
1-1.
I wasn't even close. Boyer had the 1-1 count when he hit that double.
I wasn't going to correct you. And then
no, I want you to. That's why I asked you, Brett Crane.
All right, moron.
Here's the 2-1. Curveball outside, ball 3. 3-1 count to Boyer.
Just kidding. Joey, don't cry. Come on, Joey, don't cry. It's all right.
It's laughter.
Oh, okay. For a second there, I showed compassion.
How, heaven forbid you ever sympathize with me about
That's
something.
Right. Rub some dirt on it. Let's go.
Here's a 3-1 to Boyer. Inside fastball, swing and a miss. Strike 2. 3-2 count now to Boyer. Oh, what the heck? That wasn't strike 3. What's going on here?
I had 3-2 in my book also. Apparently we...
Okay.
I can't count.
That is strike 3 then, and out number 3, ending the top of the 3rd, but the Owls now lead 6-2. Come on back.
Today, more and more people are insuring their homes with us through Auto Owners Insurance. We'll provide low-cost, quality protection, claim service that is second to none, and if you insure both your home and car through Auto Owners Insurance, you'll qualify for additional premium discounts.
Find out more at Blue Mountain Insurance, located on University Avenue in Provo. Give them a call at 373-SAVE. That's 373-7283. Blue Mountain Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people.
The United States Air Force salutes the athletes competing in today's game. They know in sports, like in life, you have to step up to the challenge to succeed. If you have high aspirations and want to be part of another champion team, join the United States Air Force. You'll receive training in a variety of fields and become part of an elite group of men and women dedicated to the service of this great country. Call 1-800-423-USAF or log on to airforce.com. The United States Air Force. Cross into the blue.
With energy costs soaring higher than an Owlz homer, it's important that your cooling system is working at peak performance. So call Triple T Heating and Cooling. We feature service and repairs of all makes and models of heating and cooling systems. And come winter, we can set you up with a warm, energy-efficient gas fireplace serving all of Utah County. Visit our showroom 1550 North Main in Spanish Fork or log on to TripleTHeating.com. Triple T Heating and Cooling. Comfort from our family to yours for over 30 years.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. The Orem Owls are definitely smooth criminals out here, putting up six runs? Yeah, 6 runs in the top of the third inning. We now lead 6-2 over the Casper Rockies. It was a fantastic inning. We saw 10 batters go up. Bam.
Were you a little confused right there? You got the 5 on one hand. Couldn't jump to the other hand.
Brett Crane, why do you have to make fun of me? I only have one hand.
Whammy.
Whammy. We're in the bottom of the third now. Owls leading 6-2. Still pitching out there, Kelly Shearer. Kelly Shearer is facing the top of the lineup with Dexter Fowler. The first pitch hits the inside corner with a curveball for strike 1. Fowler tried to check his swing, but it didn't matter anyway. 0-1 count now to Fowler. Here's his pitch, and cracks that one to the to the third baseman Morris. There's a throw across the diamond to Trumbo. Out number 1. Nice play there.
Always what you like to see after putting up a big inning there is the 6 runs. The Owls get the first out quickly on 2 pitches.
Heck yeah.
As Shearer looks for the shutdown inning here in the bottom half of the third.
Now batting for the Rockies, Eric Young Jr. Eric Young struck out swinging his last at-bat, the second strikeout of the night for Kelly Shearer. He has 3. Here's the 0-0 to Young, and he cracks that one into right field, bouncing fair just along the right field wall. And there goes Coles. He had to run for that one. Looks like it's going to be a triple for Eric Young Jr. The throw came to Dallas Morris, way overthrown into the Owls dugout,
which will allow Young to score as the ball bounces out of play. That'll be a triple and a throwing error on somebody.
Oh, my gosh.
I think on Billy Boyer, who had the relay throw there.
So what is that?
That'll be a triple.
With an RBI?
No RBI.
Did he get the run scored?
Yes, he'll get credited with the run scored. It should be a throwing error on Billy Boyer. They haven't posted anything on the scoreboard, but the official scoring on that, there it comes right now, E4.
Okay.
Throwing error on Billy Boyer after the triple by Young, which is his 4th triple of the season.
That one bounced over into the right field wall. Coles threw into Boyer using his cutoff man. Boyer threw to Morris and was overthrown and out of play. And so Eric Young Jr. trotted in for a run scored. So now the score is 6-3, still in favor of the Owls here in the bottom of the third. No runners on base, 1 out for the Rockies.
Morris trying to deke the runner Young as he was just kind of standing there as if the ball wasn't going to come. At the last second tried to jump, but just couldn't quite get to that one.
Crazy. Now batting is Casper Rockies' first baseman Chris Cook, pardon me. His first 2 pitches fall on the outside as curveball for ball 2. 2-0 count for Cook.
It feels kind of ominous.
It does.
I feel like it's just like a huge storm's about
like the eye of the storm.
Yeah.
There's the 2-0, fouls that one off for strike 1, 2-1 count.
Ominous, is that a good word?
That's a very good word.
Yeah.
Ominous.
Vocabulary is expanding with this radio work that I'm doing.
This radio thing. There's the 2-1, and cracks that one out to left field. A nice hit. Looks like it's going to bounce against the warning track, and that one is off the wall. And getting it is left fielder Hughes, making him throw into Boyer at second base. It's just a little late, and a double for Chris Cook, bouncing it off the left field wall.
The ball was hit very hard on a line drive off the wall at left field. Hughes played the carom and threw the ball into the infield.
The what?
A carom is what that's called when the ball bounces off the wall like that.
A carom?
Carom. I believe it's C-A-R-O-M. I could be wrong in the spelling. That was never my strong suit, but spelling math.
My strong suit was the one I had made out of titanium. Okay, now a runner on second with 1 out. Now batting is number 5, Cole Garner. He fouls off his first pitch for strike 1. 0-1 count, 1 out, runner on second. Owls still leading 6-3 here in the bottom of the third inning. Garner popped out to first base his last at-bat. He's from Lakewood, California. I've been there. He's batting .283. Here's the 0-1 and a grounder to Morris at third base. There's the throw all the way across the diamond to Trumbo and gets him just barely by a couple inches for out number 2. But that allows, and then Chris Cook stayed on second base.
Morris showing his strong arm there as that ball was chopped high into the air as he came down with it quickly and made a nice strong throw to Mark Trumbo across the diamond at first base.
And the Rockets. 2 outs now for the Rockies here in the bottom of the third. Owls still leading 6-3. The Rockies have a runner on second as Brett Berglund, the right fielder, steps to the plate. Berglund had a single his last at-bat, the first hit on the night for the Casper Rockies.
He was forced out at second base in the inning.
Good. He deserves it. Here's the 0-0. Fastball in the dirt inside. Ball 1. 1-0 count to Berglund. I've been to Berglund.
I'm assuming that's in California?
No, that's his last name. It's a joke, Brett Crane.
Oh, brunch.
Bergland. Icebergs are made.
Berglund.
Oh, Berglund. Never mind then. I haven't been there.
Ha-ha.
There's the 1-0. Checks the swing and a curveball hitting the outside corner. Strike 1. 1-1 count to Berglund. 2 outs, runner on second.
Brett, phenomenal first name, by the way, was drafted in the 16th round of the first-year draft out of Cal Poly San Luis Obispo.
Right.
Talked about that yesterday.
Here's the 1-1. Checks the swing again. This time a curveball just barely misses the outside corner for ball 2. 2-1 count now to Berglund.
And if you missed yesterday's broadcast, where were you? We were here. Joey was here.
I was here.
I was here.
I think. It was a long day. Here's the 2-1 to Berglund. Lets it fly and grounds it foul into himself for strike 2. 2-2 count.
Berglund attended Arizona State before he transferred to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo.
All right.
Also drafted out of high school by the Kansas City Royals in the 46th round, elected obviously not to sign with them, and instead wanted to play in college, and he also played with Kyle Blumenthal, who we've seen in the lineup the last couple of nights for Casper. He's not in the lineup tonight.
Usually the first baseman for the Rockies.
First baseman. They played in college together.
Here's the 2-2 pitch to Berglund. Inside fastball, and he swings on it for strike 3. Thank goodness. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the third. Owls now leading 6-3 over the Rockies. Come on back.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Owlz broadcast brought to you in part by Ray's American Car Care Center, by Frederico Landscaping, exceeding your expectations since 1980, by the United States Air Force, Cross, Into the Blue, by Bei Ling Insurance Agency, Payton's hometown agency for over 30 years, and by Triple T Heating and Cooling, comfort from our family to yours.
Okay, I have got to know. How do you keep your house so clean? You have pets and kids, and yet your house is always spotless. So tell me, what's your secret?
It's no secret. It's the Clean Home. I have them come in once a week, which saves me from cleaning on the weekends and gives me more time with the kids. The Clean Home is one of the best investments I've ever made. For daily, weekly, or monthly service, give them a call. They're in your yellow pages and online at thecleanhome.com. The Clean Home, because we all have better things to do.
Hey fans, have you poured concrete lately? Did you order 8 yards and only use 6? Did you have to pay for what you didn't use? Do you want an alternative? Then log on to gotconcrete.com. We deliver fresh concrete mixed right on your site from as little as a quarter yard to 8 yards. No more calculating exactly or ordering an extra half yard to be safe. We service customers from Santa Quinn to Point of the Mountain. Find us at gotconcrete.com.
KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, babies. Yeah, we're in the top of the 4th inning. The Owls are now leading 6-3 over the Rockies. The Rockies put up 1 run in that last inning thanks to a weird triple from Eric Young that was an overthrown ball to third base, and he came in for the run scored.
That wasn't groovy.
That was not groovy, baby.
Shagadelic.
It was not shagadelic at all. We are now in the top of the 4th. Owls leading 6-3. Stepping to the plate will be Michael Hughes at the bottom of the lineup. Hughes is the right fielder. He had a single with an RBI his last at-bat, bringing in Billy Boyer for the run scored. Hughes has now 9 RBIs in the season. Here comes his 0-0 pitch. Inside fastball in the dirt, ball 1. 1-0 count to Hughes.
Mike had a very nice at-bat last time as he fought off a couple of pitches and was able to hit a 2-strike breaking ball into left field for a base hit that drove in Boyer.
There's the 1-0 pitch to Hughes. Lets it fly. Swing and a miss. Inside fastball, strike 1. 1-1 count. I would try to remember what his count was his last at-bat, but I'll just get it wrong.
If you were to say 1 and 2, I bet you'd be correct.
6 and 8.
Yes.
Possible? No. No runners on base, no outs yet. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Hughes. Outside with a curve. Ball 2. 2-1 count. Again, still pitching for the Rockies is Jay Metzger, the left-handed pitcher. He came in the last inning and allowed 2 doubles and 3 singles. No, 4 singles and 3 doubles. 8 million doubles and 8,000 singles.
Metzger actually came in and threw only to one hitter and struck him out.
I'm a moron.
Rodríguez, the starting pitcher, unofficially.
That's why they took him out, because he did that.
Exactly. 55 pitches in 2 2/3, 6 runs, all of them were earned, 8 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts.
That last one, outside curve for ball 3. That last 3-1 pitch fouled off, so the 3-2 count now for Hughes.
As you were trying to figure out how many hits, I was just laughing because I've got it written down here, 1 strikeout on 6 pitches.
And I'm like, and you're trying to read that. Where is he getting all this other information from?
I was just waiting for you to finish embarrassing yourself.
Thanks a lot, Red Crane. There's the 3-2 to Hughes. Gets a hold of it, and there, down the third base line there, rolling all the way to the fence. Diving for it is third fielder. left fielder Garner, and he can't get to it in time, and Michael Hughes makes it all the way to second base, which is also called a double.
Mike Hughes continuing to hit the ball very well. It's his first double on the season.
Cool, man.
He pulled that ball down the third base line for the extra base hit.
Perfect hit. Couple inches away from the line.
Nice job to lead off the inning with an extra base hit.
Yeah.
The second straight inning that the Owls have done that.
So now runner on second with no outs. Owls still leading 6-3 here in the top of the fourth. It's starting to trickle out here in Mike Lansing Field, and the smell is horrible to Brett Crane, but I like it. Reminds me of Disneyland.
Not a big fan of the smell of rain. I don't know why. Everybody else in the world likes it.
I don't really like it, but it's just it's very memorable.
Rainy?
Rainy, that's a good word.
Very wet.
Here's the 0-0 pitch to Kuhn, who's now batting. He bunts it up the first base line. Second baseman Young, and throws to Cook at first base for out number one, but advances Michael Hughes to third base in a sac bunt.
That'll go down as a sacrifice bunt, although I think Kuhn was trying to bunt for the base hit there.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it down the line enough as the second baseman Young was able to make the good play there, but nonetheless it moved Hughes over to third. With the wind now blowing directly out to right center field, as it's blowing a lot harder now as the rain is coming down a little bit harder here at Mike Lansing Field, in Casper, Wyoming.
Still now one out, runner on third. Here comes the pitch to Heinley Station, now batting, and it's a high pop fly into the grandstands in front of us for strike number one, 0-1 count. Infield playing in on the edge of the grass as they're going to try to cut down Hughes at the plate on anything hit on the ground to them. Stacia again at the plate for the Owls. He is 2 for 2 in the night with his single and a 10th double on the season, his last at bat. Good gracious, Stacia. Also drove in 2 runs with that double and also scored later in the big third inning that the Owls had. Holy cow. 0-1 count to Stacia, 1 out, runner on third base. There's some lightning. Big lightning. That one flashed over the whole field. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Stacia, lets it fly. Inside fastball, moving Stacia off the plate. Ball one, 1-1 count. Of course, the one thing that we were hoping for tonight was a rain delay on getaway night. Oh, yeah. Both teams will be traveling tonight. The Owls coming back to Orem as they begin a homestand tomorrow night at the home of the Owls. Tickets still available. And the Casper Rockies will travel to Helena to play a series with the red-hot Helena Brewers. Yeah, they're good hard hitters out there. Here's taking a little break. That's okay, man. It's all right, Metzger. You take your time. You just be a little wuss out there on the mound. You're on your own time, buddy. Oh, is the rain hurting you? You cold? Want a nap? Oh, man. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Stacia. Another inside fastball in the dirt. Ball 2. That one, catcher Rodríguez tried to throw to third base to try to get Hughes off the bag, but Hughes dove back safely. 2-1 is the count now for Stacia. 1 out. You know what it smells like? Rain? No, it smells like Knott's Berry Farm in the log ride. I've been there, been on it. Have you really? Yeah, you know it, buddy. It's all mildewy and old. Here's the 2-1. Bunts it, and it's up the first base line. Hughes comes in for the run score. There's a throw to first. Stacia gets thrown out at first base for out number 2. But Sack bunts in Michael Hughes. Suicide squeeze right there, Joey Hurley. We talked about this a couple nights ago. You were asking me a little bit about that, and there's your example right there. Hughes, the runner on third, broke to the plate. Stacia does a phenomenal job of getting the bunt down. That's all he has to do there to get Hughes to score. So it'll be an RBI, sacrifice bunt out for Heinley Stacia. Kind of hard to say there. That's his third run batted in on the night, though, but very nice. Yeah. Very nicely executed by the Owls. And his 19th RBI. The Owls now lead 7-3 here in the top of the fourth. Now batting is Dallas Morris, the third baseman. He's got 2 outs and no runners on base. His first pitch there falls inside fastball for ball 1, 1-0 count. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Morris, lets it fly. And it's a bouncing in the dirt outside curveball for ball 2, 2-0 count. Steady rain picking up here at Mike Lansing Field as we're seeing numerous people head for the barbecue tent down the right field line trying to get some cover. It'll be interesting to see how long the umpires Tim Bretsky and Matt Schufert elect to go before delaying this game a little bit here as the wind also picking up, now blowing very briskly out the center field. Probably about 20 to 25 miles an hour out there. Maybe Morris can get one up in the jet stream here. There's the 2-0, and he grounds it down the third base line for a ground out to first base. Third baseman Mayora throwing to Cook at first. That's 3 outs. That ends the top of the fourth. Owls now lead 7-3. Come on back.
Oh, no. Oh.
Hello, you've reached the Satellite Emergency Service. We've located your position. How can I help you?
Yeah, I spilled my Diet Pepsi. The whole thing spilled out onto the side of the road. It's empty, and I'm still thirsty.
Okay, Miss Harvey, was the Diet Pepsi full or half empty?
I still had at least 3/4 of it left.
Mm-hmm. Are you walking or biking?
Biking.
How familiar are you with the area?
Not very.
You're facing southbound?
Yes.
All right, go 1.3 miles. You'll see a dog chasing a mailman. Take a right. There'll be a gas station with a mini mart on the left-hand side. You'll be able to purchase another Diet Pepsi there.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
I don't have my wallet on me.
Double check your left pocket. There's some lint and $1 and change.
The Diet Pepsi Satellite Emergency Service provides you with the safety and security no other soft drink can. Subscribe today and enjoy Diet Pepsi wherever you go. Light, crisp, refreshing. Diet Pepsi.
If the Owls are going to compete for the Pioneer League Championship, they're going to need an ace on the staff to lead the way. If you're thinking of buying a home or refinancing, you need an ace of your own. Look no further than Ace Mortgage Company. Our creative loan consultants offer the best terms and unsurpassed professional service. We ensure you get the loan that best suits your needs. Give us a call today at 426-5757. That's 426-5757. Ace Mortgage Company. Absolute commitment to excellence.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We are in the bottom of the fourth. The Owls are now leading 7-3, thanks to a suicide squeeze from an RBI from Heinley Station. So now the pitcher still is Kelly Shearer out there on the mound. He'll be facing Jeff Strickland, the designated hitter. Strickland got thrown out on a fielder's choice his last at-bat. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Jeff Strickland. Lets it fly. Inside with a fastball for ball 1, 1-0 count. What's the weather like out there? Still trickling a little bit. Windy.
Both bullpens
lightning
have emptied as their players have come into the dugout for some shelter.
There's the 1-0. That's a nice curveball hitting the outside corner for strike number 1. 1-1 count now to Strickland.
A lot of people huddled under umbrellas here in the bleachers behind home plate.
There's the 1-1. Fouls that one over the right field wall. Strike 2 for Strickland. 1-2 count now. It's a big enough umbrella, but it's always me that ends up getting wet. What's that quote from the song?
Knott's Berry Farm Disneyland theme song.
Stop, Brett. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Strickland, and fouls that one down as well. Still strike 2. It's from the Police. Don't stand so close to me.
I'm trying not to.
That was the name of the song.
Oh,
gosh.
Right.
1-2 count. No outs, no runners on base. Here's the 1-2 to Strickland. Slow looping curve hitting the inside, barely missing the inside corner for ball 2. 2-2 count.
Shearer wanted that pitch right there. The umpire said that the pitch was low. He even just count up at 2-2.
Strickland is batting .284. He has 3 stolen bases on the season, 4 RBIs, no home runs. Strickland is from Florida Southern University. Again, acquired in the 7th round in 2005. Here's the 2-2 to Strickland. Swings on a fouls it down there. Okay, strike 2 still.
I can't tell if the rain is slowing up or coming down harder now. It looks like it might have stopped.
I can't really tell. I don't see any.
People still have their umbrellas out, so they're throwing me off, and it's freaking me out, as Kramer would say.
Here's the 2-2 pitch to Strickland. Still no runners on base and no outs. Lets it fly. Gets a hold of it, grounder to Morris at third. He scoops it up gingerly and makes the throw to first, out at first base. Nice play by Morris there. That one looked like it was about to badly hop, but he kept it in his glove and made the throw.
Once again, a strong throw over there from the hot corner from Dallas Morris as he was able to throw it across the diamond to get out number 1.
I used to have to sit in the hot corner when I did something bad in school. It was where the radiator was. I had to sit on the radiator in the corner.
They actually called it the hot corner?
It was called the hot corner. No, I'm lying to you. I just made that up.
Really?
We did have something called the House of Pain, where you put your back up against the wall and then you scrunch down so you're like you're sitting, but there's not a chair underneath you, and you got to hold that position for like an hour.
We had to do that in a weightlifting class in high school.
Yeah.
I cheated every time and brought a chair out there with me. My weightlifting coach wasn't
too bright.
Wasn't
or blind.
Yeah, either way, or wasn't out there most of the time.
Shearer is now facing Daniel Mayora. So far, the first pitch has fallen inside the corner for strike 1. That last one a little too inside for ball 1. 1-1 count, 1 out. Here's the 1-1 to Mayora. Outside with a fastball. And that is ball 2. 2-1 count now.
And by looking at myself, I realized with my physique that maybe I shouldn't have cheated myself so much in weightlifting class. But
you were the one that lost. There's the 2-1, swing and a miss on a high curve, strike 2. 2-2 count now. Why do we always cheat and then I should have got my education and should have paid attention in those classes. Why did I cheat? Why did I do the minimum?
I cheated for my education. Does that count?
No. There's the 2-2. Shortstop Heinley Stacia gets a grounder and throws it to Trumbo for out number 2. That one hitting right to Stacia, not having to move left or right at all.
I didn't really cheat, Joey.
I know you didn't.
I did the work.
You have anything to prove for it?
Got a diploma.
Do you really?
High school. I did the college thing. Okay. And now I'm doing the baseball thing.
I don't think it.
Judge you for anything? No judgment.
I don't judge you at all.
From the right side of the press
I'm
box.
doing the same job, and I have a BA.
That's BS.
Okay, Daniel Mayora grounds out. Wow, we're really losing it tonight. Owlz are still leading 7-3 here in the bottom of the 4th. Shearer is now facing Ramon Rodriguez. Rodriguez grounds it to shortstop Heinley Station, gets thrown out at Trumbo at first again. So that's it. 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the 4th. Owlz still leading 7-3. Come on back.
Are you hungry for great tasting Mexican food? Take a time out and stop by a local Beto's. Have you tried our burritos and chimichangas? People are voting Beto's food as numero uno in Utah. Beto's has 15 convenient locations in Utah. Most of our restaurants are open 24 hours to satisfy your craving anytime. Check us out on the web at betosmex.com. Stop by any participating Beto's location and receive a Vote for Beto's punch card, which could entitle you to free food. Holy frijoles! It's Beto's time.
The Wolverine, or Kula luscus, makes its den close to the I-15 freeway in Orem, Utah. Its feeding grounds on the campus of Utah Valley State College provides the Wolverine with a plentiful diet of over 32 four-year programs and an array of savory associate's degrees. But the Wolverine's an insatiable hunter and has developed an appetite for larger prey in the NCAA. Its recent forays have already disrupted Division I wildlife throughout the region. The Wolverine's a ferocious fighter, known to defeat animals several times its size. Humans should avoid confrontation with Wolverines wherever possible. Yet, for the sake of research, we went into the Wolverine den to record their behavior.
For decades, the cougar's been presumed by ecologists and athletic directors in Utah to be at the top of the provincial food chain. Now, with the introduction of the green and gold UVSC Wolverines into the NCAA Division I ecosystem, it's evident that, as they say, there's a new color in town.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. The rain is pretty much coming down a little harder now out here at Mike Lansing Field. We're in the top of the 5th inning. The Owls are leading 7-3. Again, pitching out there for the Rockies is Jay Metzger, left-handed pitcher, Jay Metzger. He'll be facing Mark Trumbo, Brett Martinez, and Patrick Riley, middle 3 of the lineup.
Here's to hoping we can get through the 5th inning before the rain comes down any harder. Of course, after 5 innings of play, a game is considered official. So
as long as they say it's going to keep raining the rest of the night.
As long as they don't feel there's a chance to resume play, then they will cancel the game. It'll be an official game, and at that point, hopefully a victory for the Owls.
Yeah. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Mark Trumbo. Lets it fly. Swing and a miss on a slow curve way in front of that one. Strike 1. 0-1 count to Trumbo.
Mark is 0 for 2 on the night. He struck out looking in the first and grounded out to the second baseman in the 3rd inning.
Didn't he get an RBI, though? He brought in a run. I wrote it down.
I do not have that in front of me.
Why did I write it down?
Because you're Joey.
Don't say it. That last one.
Oh, he grounded into a double play, the 4-3 double play that brought in the run. There's no RBI for Trumbo.
That's right. Okay. That last one hitting the inside for ball 2. So it's the 2-1 count now to Trumbo. No outs yet, no runners yet on base. Trumbo batting .274 coming into the game. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Gets a hold of it, fouls it off over the right field wall. Strike 2. 2-2 count now.
Takes us a minute, but we figure out what's going on up here.
There's some kind of field. The players are
diamond-shaped
standing.
Dirt.
They're not sitting. They have jerseys on. Here's the 2-2 to Trumbo. Gets a hold of it. Nice grounder to the shortstop. Lots of power, but he's going to get thrown out. Yeah, throw to first base from shortstop Nazario. Gets out number 1 for the Owls here in the top of the 5th. Still leading 7-3.
Nice job by Trumbo to hit the ball hard right there, but the shortstop Radames Nazario able to sit on the ball and throw him out at first.
Now batting for the Owls, number 36, Brett Martinez, the catcher. Sadly, Martinez is 0 for 1 in the night. One of the few players without a hit tonight. Him and Mark Trumbo are the only ones without hits.
Martinez did walk and score a run in the big third inning, though.
So did damage. There's his 0-0 pitch, and it, for some reason, hits the high inside corner or strike. No, that was a ball. Good. 1-0 count. There's a 1-0 pitch, and it's a strike. Inside corner. So the 1-1 count now for Martinez with 1 out, no runners on base. Again, Martinez batting .299 on the season. Here comes his 1-1. Buckles his knees for an inside curve, but misses the inside. 2-1 count now to Martinez. Martinez is batting .333 in his last 4 games. He's had 1 home run and 7 RBIs in his last 4 games. And here comes his 2-1 pitch. Lets it fly. Buckles his knees again. This time the curveball hits the outside corner and low for strike 2. 2-2 count.
Martinez, of course, had that big night in Idaho Falls where he drove in 5 runs in his first 2 at-bats with the, I believe, a triple and a 3-run home run.
There's the 2-2. Fouls that one off. Strike 2 still. That one almost, we saw him hit for the cycle. He just needed to get the double and the single.
Yes, but
he's halfway to the cycle.
I want to say he ended up 2 for 4 in that game.
Yeah, with a triple and home run.
He was actually 2 for 3. He was walked and also hit by a pitch.
There's his 2-2 and a high pop fly back on the warning track, and back underneath it is Berglund, the right fielder, making that catch, that can of corn catch out there in right field. That's 2 outs now for the Owls here in the top of the 5th. We still lead 7-3, and now batting is Patrick Riley, the designated hitter. Riley's 1 for 2 on the night, but that one is a double, his 5th double on the season, and he brought in Brett Martinez for the run scored. He now has 11 RBIs in the season as he steps to the plate here.
Riley also scored a run on that double in the third. Martinez just got underneath that fly ball to right field as he just missed hitting what would have been his 3rd home run as he flew out to the warning track
a couple
there.
Feet away.
In front of the freaky fisherman kids.
Here's the 0-0 pitch to Riley, and it's a fastball hitting the outside corner. Strike 1, 0-1 count. Riley being a left-handed batter, that fastball going away from him.
Pat has seen a lot more left-handed pitching than he's probably used to this season with the Owls, as they have done a lot of damage early on in ball games, and opposing teams have brought in left-handers out of the bullpen, it seems, more often than right-handers.
True.
I know.
But our Owls lineup chock full of righties tonight. That last one hit the inside for ball 1. That last one he swings on, trying to chase an outside fastball for strike 2. 1-2 count now to Riley with 2 outs and no runners on.
It looks like the rain has come to a halt here in Casper, Wyoming, as the people are putting away their umbrellas. The faithful that stayed in their seats out here,
keeping their original seats. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Riley. Lets it fly. Chases again, and looks like it's a drop, strike 3. Riley runs for it. Rodríguez, the catcher, makes an underhanded throw to first baseman Cook and gets the out at first. That's 3 outs. That ends the top of the 5th. Owls still leading 7-3. Come on back.
One of the unsung heroes at the ballpark is the groundskeeping crew, and it's up to them to ensure the field looks its best on game day. While your yard may not take the same pounding as the turf at a baseball stadium, it still deserves professional care. More Utah County residents rely on the pros at Frederico Landscaping Incorporated. They're now celebrating their 25th year of providing custom residential landscaping. For all your landscaping needs, including water features and grounds maintenance, you can rely on Frederico Landscaping. See their work online at fredericolandscaping.com.
Insure both your car and home with us through Auto Owners Insurance, and we'll save you money. That's right. With Auto Owners Multiple Policy Discount, when you insure both your car, home, mobile home, or condominium, we'll save you time and money by consolidating all of your insurance needs with a no-problem company. Auto Owners Insurance.
For a free comparison, contact Western States Insurance Agency in Spanish Fork on Center Street across from City Park. Western States Insurance. Our customers are first class, just like our service. Find us in the yellow pages under insurance.
Tacos.
Burgers.
Tacos.
Burgers.
What about pasta? No time.
Sure there is. At Fazoli's, we can build our own pasta starting at just $2.99. It's super fast and super fresh. In about the same time as it takes for a greasy burger, we can build an Italian masterpiece like spaghetti and spicy marinara.
Spicy marinara?
Yep.
Fazoli's. Cool, let's pick up Cindy.
Karen. Cindy on it.
Fazoli's, faster, fresher, better.
KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're now in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Owls are still leading 7-3. Now batting for the Casper Rockies, bottom of the lineup, Radames Nazario, the shortstop. He had a lot of action last inning. Here's his 0-0 pitch. It's a curveball outside for ball 1. Kelly Shearer is still pitching out there for the Orem Owlz in his 5th inning of work.
Nazario 0 for 1 at the plate tonight. He struck out looking to end the second.
There's his 1-0 hard hit down the third base line there, getting past Morris and bouncing over to left fielder Hughes. Owls are out in the field. But it's still only a single for Radames Nazario. The throw came into Billy Boyer at second to stop the runner from advancing. Nice play.
The ball was hit hard down the left field line past Morris. And nice play by Hughes, the left fielder, to get the ball in quickly there, holding Nazario to a single.
I don't think anyone could have got that one. It had a lot of juice behind it. A lot of fire. So runner now on first for the Rockies. No outs. Still Owls lead 7-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. Now batting back to the top of the lineup, number 44, Dexter Fowler, as I like to call him, Jack Skillington. That's mean. But he's tall and thin. Here's the 0-0 to Fowler. Curveball hits the inside corner. Nice pitch. Strike one. 0-1 count.
My dog's name is Jack.
I don't believe you.
We're on the air right now. I don't believe you.
Here's the 0-1 pitch to Fowler. Still got a runner on first. Shearer taking his time there, checking his runner. There's the 0-1. And tries to check his swing, but a curveball hits him on the outside corner for strike two. 0-2 count now to Fowler. Nice pitch.
Fowler struck out looking on 3 pitches in the first inning and grounded out to the shortstop on 2 pitches in the third inning. So he has been made quick work of by Shearer.
Yeah. Here's the 0-2. That one comes inside for ball 1. Fastball, 1-2 count. Again, Shearer's curveball comes in around 81. His fast around 89 to 91. He's got the 2-seamer and the 4-seamer fastballs. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Fowler. Gets a hold of it. Grounder, chopper in the air. Stacia scoops it up, makes the throw to Trumbo. It's there. It's just a little late. And Fowler is safe on first. Nice play by Stacia. I thought he was going to lose that one, but he managed to scoop it up. And now runners on first and second base with no outs for the Rockies. And Eric Young Jr. stepping to the plate.
Tough play right there for Jaime Stacia. That ball was chopped high off the plate there as he came in. Dallas Morris also trying to cut across and get to that ball. The two almost collided, but Stacia came up with it, and his throw to first not in time to get the quick Fowler as he was speeding down the first baseline.
Now batting is Eric Young. Young had his weird thing his last at-bat. His run scored, but with a triple throwing error thing. Here's the 0-0. Grounder to Dallas Morris, and he loses it. It gets underneath his glove. There goes Nazario in for the run scored. There goes Fowler to third base. There goes Young to second base. Off that throwing error, Young reaches second. Fowler reaches third, and a run scored comes in with Radames Nazario, and that'll be an RBI single for Eric Young.
That ball was hit hard over towards Dallas Morris. He couldn't quite get his glove on it. I believe that they ruled that a hit, not an error there for Eric Young Jr., which will give him an RBI. His 12th on the season as that brought in Nazario, and as the throw came in, it got past Brett Martinez, Kelly Shearer backing it up, but slipped after he picked up the ball on the warning track there behind the plate and allowed the runners to advance to second and third with no throw.
It was raining a little bit, so the grass is wet all over the place.
And believe me, when that grass gets wet out there, it is very slippery here at Mike Lansing Field. The grass just away. I don't know if it's because it's new grass or because I don't know what it is, but it's behind the plate, especially around the infield. It gets real slick.
Now batting is Chris Cook. Here's his first pitch, swing and a miss, inside curveball. That is strike one. 0-1 count. No outs yet for the Rockies. They have runners on second and third. The Owls now lead 7-4 here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
I was actually able to speak a little bit with Eric Young Jr. before the game right outside our locker room here at Mike Lansing Field, and he was, for a small guy, I don't know how tall Young is. I believe they've got him listed only at 5'10", but he looks like he could probably just lift a lot of weight. He's just a very strong, very strong build to Eric Young.
There's the 0-1. Cook hits a high pop fly into center field, and it's caught by right fielder Coles. Moving into left center. After the catch is made, Dexter Fowler comes in for the run scored, and Eric Young goes out to third base. The throw came into Boyer, then to Morris at third, but just a little late. So runner now on third base, and another run scored in off an RBI sac fly from Chris Cook. He now has 16 RBIs in the season, and the Owls now lead 7-5 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Runner on third, no outs.
No action down the left field line in the Owls bullpen as Tom Kochman's going to elect to stay with Kelly Shearer here in the 5th inning, hoping he can work through it so he can be eligible to pick up his first victory of the season.
So the Owls were ahead by about 5 runs or so, And now we're only ahead by 2 runs here in the bottom of the 5th, 7-5 in favor of the Owls. Runner on third for the Rockies, no outs. Now batting, 1 out off that pop fly. Now batting is Cole Garner, the left fielder. Garner grounded out to third his last at bat. Here's his 0-0. Gets a hold of it. Chopper to Stacia. He jumps up and scoops it. Makes the throw to Trumbo. Wow. Runner is out at first base there for out number 2. That was very close.
That's going to bring P.J. Carey, the Rockies manager, out of the dugout to argue there with Matt Schufer at the base umpire. And we've seen P.J. Carey get quite animated before, and he's actually been thrown out of a couple of games in Utah County in the last couple of years. And very dramatic man, and also the nicest man in minor league baseball that I've dealt with. P.J.'s a great guy, great manager, and likes to show his emotion on the field.
He was doing a couple hand gestures there that I've only seen in movies.
It was a great play there by Heinrich Stacia. The infield was playing back, conceding the run for the out, which turned into be the RBI ground out for Garner, but he had to jump up to make that play.
Yeah, it was nice.
And made a strong throw over to Trumbo for the out.
Garner now has 34 RBIs, and the Owls now lead 7-6 over the Rockies here in the bottom of the 5th. No more runners on base. Now 2 outs. Up at the plate now is Brett Berglund. He struck out swinging his last at-bat. His first pitch lands in the outside corner with a curve for strike 1. That next one curve inside for ball 1. 1-1 count now to Berglund.
Anthony Whittington loosening up now in the left field bullpen for the Owls.
There's the 1-1 grounder foul. Strike 2. 1-2 count to Berglund. 2 outs. No runners on base anymore. Berglund batting .260 coming into this game. He was batting .269 last night. Last night he was 0 for 3 with a ground out RBI, bringing in a run scored. That's what an RBI is.
Thank you.
That I learned just this year. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Berglund. Swing and a miss on an inside curveball to drop strike 3. Martinez makes the throw to first and gets out number 3. That ends the bottom of the 5th. The Owls now lead 7-6. Come on back. Exciting.
Welcome to the Pepsi Theater Minute. Today, the story of Langusto and Pesto.
Ah, Langusto.
Oh, pesto.
Cacciatore, lasagna, gorgonzola.
Oh, linguini, la carbonara, calzone.
Scalupini, tortellini al pomodoro, bruschetta, prosciutto, ricotta. Pepsi.
Pepsi, cappellini, salame, pancetta, Pepsi, mortadella.
Calzone, Pepsi.
Pepsi, ravioli, scalopine, minestrone, prosciutto.
Pepsi e scalopine.
Linguini, cannelloni, maccheroni, gnocchi, gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola, Bologna.
Spaghetti.
Antipasti.
Parmigiano, provolone, mozzarella, Pepsi.
Langusto, calamari. Langusto, Pepsi.
Pepsi, food's good. Pepsi, it's the cola.
After watching the Orem Owls hit home runs all night, it's time to have a great reason to run home. Nothing beats a Love Sack waiting for you. Oversized sacks from Love Sack may look like huge bean bags, but they are filled with extra soft Durafoam and come in a variety of designer covers ready to match any lifestyle. But just like the Owls, a Love Sack is something you've got to see in person to really appreciate. Come sack out for yourself at the Love Sack store in the Riverwood Shopping Center in Provo, or any of the other locations across the Wasatch Front. For the original and still the best oversized sack, there's only Love Sack.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're now in the top of the 6th inning. The Casper Rockies have closed the gap quite considerably here in the last inning, scoring 3 runs on the board. The Owls are now leading only 7-6 over the Casper Rockies as we enter the top of the 6th. Still pitching out there is Jay Metzger, left-handed pitcher for the Rockies. He'll be facing the bottom 3 of the lineup, Josh Coles, Billy Boyer, and Michael Hughes.
Josh Coles 1 for 2 on the night. He had an RBI single back in the huge 6-run third inning for the Owls.
He now has 18 RBIs in the season. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Josh Coles. No outs, no runners on base. And it's an outside curve that hits the outside and low corner. I'm sorry. That was opposite. It was a fastball that hit the dirt for ball 1, 1-0 count.
Rain once again has stopped here in Casper, Wyoming, but the wind's still blowing quite briskly out straightaway center field.
There's the 1-0, fouls that one off. Hard hit. Strike 1. 1-1 count to Cole.
Anything that gets up in the air could have a shot to be blown right out of the park here for a home run. So it'd be cool. We'll see if the Owls can get a couple more balls in the air.
Here's the 1-1 to Coles. Inside with a curve. Ball 2. 2-1 count. Is that an assisted home run? Mother Nature assisted home run?
Sure. In the scorebook, it still shows up as a big HR, though.
Exactly. Here comes the 2-1 to Coles, lets it fly, and grounds it foul down the third base line, right between Tom Kotzman over there at the third base coach's box and the third base bag. So the 2-2 count still for Coles. Coles is batting .215 coming into the game.
Metzger, the pitcher right now for the Rockies, actually was with the team in 2004.
Here's the 2-2. Nice grounded on the third base line. It's scooped up by Mayora. A throw across the diamond gets Coles out at first, just barely. That's out number 1 for the Owls here in the top of the 6th. We still lead 7-6. Now batting is Billy Boyer, the second baseman. Boyer had a double his first at-bat, his 9th of the season. Then he struck out swinging. He was the first batter faced by this new pitcher, Jay Metzger.
Metzger, the southpaw on the mound right now for the Rockies, made only 14 appearances due to a back injury in 2004 after being drafted in the 23rd round out of UNC Greensboro.
How old is the guy with a back injury?
School of our strength and conditioning coach last year, Gabe Staub, also went to UNC Greensboro. So I'm sure he's listening, so hello to Gabe.
There's the 0-0 to Boyer, and a curveball hits him on the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 count to Boyer.
2 last notes on Metzger. He is engaged to be married in September this year, and he's got an identical twin brother, Matt.
Really? Here's the 0-1. Fastball inside corner. Strike 2. That one was coming real inside. Boyer had to duck back. 0-2 count now for Boyer with 1 out, no runners on base. Sounds like a sitcom where he's getting married and he's got a twin. That could be
have
interesting
some fun
results.
Times.
Here's the 0-2, slow looping curve, inside corner off of 3 pitches. Billy Boyer strikes out looking. That was a very weird strike zone there, and Boyer was mad, as he should be.
Filthy curveball right there from Metzger. It looks like it might have caught the inside corner there, according to Tim Bretsky, and Boyer's knees buckled a little bit, but nonetheless, it's strike 3 as he heads back to the dugout.
The Green Mile. That's 2 outs now for the Owls here in the top of the 6th. We still lead 7-6. Now batting is number 16, Michael Hughes, the right fielder. Hughes has a big night, 2 for 2. Here's his 0-0. Fouls that one off, strike 1, 0-1 count. Hughes has a single with an RBI and a double, his 3rd double on the season. He now has 9 RBIs. He was doing all right in that 3rd inning.
Yeah, he has scored both times he's reached on base, and you can just see the confidence from Michael Hughes now that he has lacked a little bit throughout the season, but he appears to have it now, and he's swinging the bat very well.
There's the 0-1. Another one fouled off. Another hard hit off the handle of his bat. So the 0-2 count now for Hughes, hitting those inside curves.
Hughes was a native of Hoffman Estates, Illinois. Right. He's also engaged to be married, just like his counterpart on the mound, Metzger, is right now.
Maybe they can marry the ball and the bat. Here's the 0-2 high outside curveball for ball 1, 1-2 count.
Marry the ball and the bat?
That was, like connect the two.
Kind of a freakish union there you're creating. Alrighty, in California, hey, you never know.
There's the 1-2 inside fastball and low, ball 2, 2-2 count for, I guess you could say, for Hughes. I guess you could say the, I was going to make a joke, but it didn't make any sense once I came out of my mouth. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Hughes. Gets a hold of it, grounder to the shortstop, bounces right into his glove. There's the throw across the diamond for out number 3. That ends the top of the 6th. Owls still leading 7-6. Come on back.
Everybody wants to be recognized for their accomplishments. From Little League to the pros, Employee of the Month to Salesperson of the Year, awards are a great way of saying you're a superstar. If you have a superstar on your team or at work, contact Payson Sports and Trophy. They feature a winning selection of awards, plaques, and trophies, as well as custom engraving and quantity discounts. Find them in your Yellow Pages or stop by at 15 East 100 North in Payson. Payson Sports and Trophy, blue ribbon quality and service.
Out and Back is your Utah Valley source for all your family's outdoor adventure needs. Serving Utah County for over 17 years. We have a wide stock of excellent gear and clothing from Mountain Hardware, the North Face, and Sierra Designs, along with the Valley's largest selection of Chaco sandals. Whether you go camping, climbing, hiking, or mountaineering, we have what you need. Let us take care of you. Out and Back, 1797 South State Street, Orem. Bring in your Owlz ticket stub within 7 days after the game and get up to 3 pair of our $14.95 Quick Dry Nylon River Shorts for only $4.95. Or mention this ad and get 2 pair of $6.95 outdoor socks free with any purchase over $20.
When a medical emergency occurs, the minutes it takes for help to arrive can be the most important minutes in saving a person's life. Do you know what to do in a life-threatening situation? Save a Heart of Utah provides daily private and public classes in CPR and first aid, including the new automatic external defibrillator. The classes are interactive, practical, enjoyable, and may just be the most important 2 hours you ever spend. Make sure you know what to do in an emergency. Call Save a Heart Utah at 582-7114.
KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're now in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Owls are leading by 1 run, 7-6 over the Casper Rockies. Again, still pitching out there, Kelly Shearer in his 6th inning of work so far, and he'll be facing Jeff Strickland, Daniel Mayora, and Ramon Rodriguez. Strickland grounded out to third base his last at-bat. He hasn't had a hit tonight, one of the few Rockies players without a hit.
He did reach on a fielder's choice back in the 2nd inning and scored a run for the Rockies, the first run of the game for the Rockies.
Here's the 0-0. Slow curve, outside and low, ball 1, 1-0 count to Strickland. So he did get on base and did some damage, but
he also stole a base, as a matter of fact.
Oh, that's right. Here's the 1-0, fastball outside, ball 2, 2-0 count. Shearer just missing that outside corner with his fast and his curve. No outs, no runners yet on base. 2-0 count to Strickland. Here comes Strickland's 2-0 pitch. Gets a hold of it, pop fly out into center field. And underneath it, way back by the warning track, is Kuhn making the nice hustle out into right center field, grabbing that one up in the air, backhanded, out number 1.
Nice running catch by Kuhn in the right center field gap over there, as Shearer might have thought that ball was traveling a little further as he put his head down in disgust after he threw that pitch, but it's out number 1.
Whew, lucky duck. Now coming to the plate, Daniel Mayora. Here's his first pitch. He goes for the bunt, and a fastball gets on the outside for ball 1. 1-0 count to Mayora. If he keeps his bat out there, it's obviously a strike, right?
It's an attempted swing.
Doesn't even matter where the ball goes.
That's correct.
Here's the 1-0. Another fastball, this time just missing the outside. Ball 2. 2-0 count now to Mayora. 1 out, no runners on base.
If he makes an attempt to bunt at the ball, that's considered a swing.
Okay. There's the 2-0, and Mayora gets a hold of that one out into right field, and that one is over the wall. Out in right field, about a 410-foot hit. And that is a home run for Daniel Mayora, his first home run on the season. Congratulations, Mayora.
I'm not congratulating him. I don't like him. He just tied the game.
Tied up the game, though. So, Mayora, you are a crazy guy.
It looks like Anthony Whittington is loosening up still in the Owls bullpen. We'll see how long Tom Kosman elects to stay with Shearer. He has now thrown 5 1/3 innings.
So now with a solo home run, Daniel Mayora ties up the game 7-7, and in the bottom of the 6th here. Now batting is Ramon Rodriguez, the catcher. His first pitch goes outside with a fastball for ball 1. There's the 1-0, gets a hold of it, chopper to Boyer at second. There's a throw across the diamond to Trumbo, out number 2, grounding out to Billy Boyer,
High chopper there to Boyer. Took a couple steps back to the edge of the infield dirt on the edge of the outfield grass and came up with it and fired it over to Trumbo for out number 2.
All right, still tied game, 7-7 here in the bottom of the 6th. Now batting bottom of the lineup, number 4, Radames Nazario, the shortstop. Here comes his 0-0 pitch. Morris moving in down the third base line, but that curve hits the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 count.
Nazario singled and scored back in the 5th inning for the Rockies. He struck out looking to end the 2nd inning.
Here comes his 0-1. Gets a hold of it, chopper to Morris at third, but it gets past him, and Stacia backs him up. Makes a huge throw across first base to Trumbo. Barely misses the out at first. Nazario safe with a single.
Very nice play behind the Stacia, reminiscent of Derek Jeter, the famous shortstop for the New York Yankees, as he jumped and threw off one leg there.
Wow.
And made a very good, strong, accurate throw to Trumbo, but Nazario with good speed able to beat it out for the infield hit.
Yeah, with a fadeaway throw in the air. It was almost like a basketball.
And that looks like that's going to be the end of the night for Kelly Shearer as Tom Kochman makes his way to the mound and signals towards the bullpen. And looks like Anthony Whittington will be trotting in from the Owls bullpen here.
Okay. So now with the scores tied 7-7 in the bottom of the 6th, the Rockies do have 2 outs and now a runner on first base. And new pitcher for the Orem Owls coming in. Hey, Brett Crane.
Yeah, buddy.
Did you know that Stephen Tenneger College offers students of all ages a no-nonsense, fast-track approach to your education?
I did not know that.
They can help you achieve your education and career goals with associate and bachelor's degrees in medical, business, and computer fields. They offer financial aid and scholarships to those who qualify, also to high school juniors and seniors. They have small classes, hands-on training, work-friendly schedules, career services. You can check out their new Orem campus. Take a tour. It's on Sand Hill Road, 1 block south of the Orem Super Walmart, or call 375-5455 to set up an appointment. Hours are 8 to 8. 375-5455. Stephen Henniger College. Thanks to all of our sponsors and to K-Star 1400 AM for making these Owlz radio broadcasts possible.
Absolutely. Thank you very much to everybody who helped sponsor the Owlz, making not only these radio broadcasts, but minor league baseball in general. We could not do it without the help of our sponsors, and are very grateful for everything they do for the Owlz franchise.
So coming in to pitch now for the Owlz is Anthony Whittington. Whittington now pitching for the Owlz. He's got a record of 1-1 with a 3.10 ERA. He's got 20 and a third innings pitched under his belt, 21 strikeouts and 19 walks. Whittington, a left-handed pitcher out of the bullpen. He'll be coming in the game replacing Kelly Shearer.
Kelly Shearer's line still open on the night as he is responsible for the runner Nazario on first, but he did go 84 pitches unofficially in 5 2/3 innings pitched, allowing 10 hits. He did not walk or hit any batters. He struck out 4 hitters and has given up 7 runs thus far. As I mentioned, is still responsible for the runner on first.
Again, Whittington is from Buffalo, West Virginia. He went to Buffalo High School, drafted in 2003. Whittington, part of the Pioneer League championship team last year.
Yes, he was.
He's a left. Again, he throws left. 6'5" out there on the mound.
Whittington, a big guy. He was a second-round draft pick of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim just a few years ago.
Wow.
I believe in 2003, if I'm not mistaken.
Cool.
Works as a highway patrolman in the off-season in the home, back at his home of West Virginia.
What am I looking for here? Here it is. Okay. All right, so Whittington will be facing top of the lineup Dexter Fowler. The Rockies have a runner on first with 2 outs. Score is tied here 7-7 in the bottom of the 6th. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Dexter Fowler. Whittington checking his runner on first. Lets the 0-0 pitch fly. It's a slow curve coming inside for ball 1, 1-0 count. Let's see. Go ahead.
Kelly Shearer gave up 7 runs thus far tonight. As I said, he's still responsible for the run on first, which unfortunately will raise his league-leading ERA.
Darn it. Whittington throwing over to first base there. Whittington has, let's see, I wrote it down somewhere. He has a fastball and a hard, what did I write? Hard breaking ball? I don't know what that means.
That would be a hard breaking ball.
Hard breaking ball, sure. Whittington throwing over to first base again. Dexter Fowler still at the plate with the 1-0 count, 2 outs, runner on first. Whittington's last outing, he pitched 3 innings. He allowed 4 hits, 1 of them earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. No decision made in that game. There's the 1-0 fastball way inside, almost hitting Fowler on the pelvis, 2-0 count.
Is this an anatomy lesson?
No. Oh. I'm just using the term that describes the location of the ball.
Okie dokie.
Egghead.
Wow. Joey is so excited that tonight is my last night in the booth, by the way.
Oh, man. Thank heaven. There's a 2-0 to Fowler. Fouls it off, like his name implies. 2-1 count.
Of course, Chris Peterson will I'm assuming will be rejoining you in the booth once we return to Orem tomorrow night, as I will return to my normal clubhouse duties during the games at home.
Yep.
I'd like to thank Joey for letting me come up here for
You're
this
very
6-game
welcome.
road trip. I also like to thank everybody for putting up with me at home, as I'm sure ratings have gone down dramatically.
Thank you, Brett Crane, for helping me out. It's nice to have another person to bounce off ideas to and make me laugh at weird things. Like
laugh at funny things. Like the little kid yesterday that used to wave to us, and his mom didn't believe him that we'd wave back.
Here's the 2-1 pitch to Fowler. Another inside fastball, this time hitting the dirt. Ball 3. 3-1 count for Fowler. Runner on first with 2 outs. Fowler so far tonight is 1 for 3. He struck out, grounded out, had a single his last at bat. Bat 283 coming into the game. Last played with Milton High School. He's from Alpharetta, Georgia. Dexter Fowler with a low stance, bat high in the air. Here's the 3-1. Watches it go by for an inside curve for ball 4. And Dexter Fowler gets walked. His first time getting walked tonight, and the first walk in the game for Anthony Whittington against his first batter face.
First walk of the game for Owlz pitching tonight, which is something that they have been struggled with very much in this road trip. So it's nice to see Kelly Shearer was able to come out. Even though he gave up some runs, he didn't walk anybody, so he showed good control.
Very nice.
As he has all year, actually.
Now runners on first and second base with 2 outs. Score still tied 7-7 here in the bottom of the 6th. Now batting for the Rockies, Eric Young Jr., the second baseman. Young is 2 for 3 in the night with a single and a triple.
That is Whittington's 20th walk of the season, and he has only thrown 20 1/3 innings pitched, so not a good ratio there for Anthony.
About 1 an inning,
unfortunately, but he is going to look to get out of this little miniature jam here with 2 out and 2 on.
Miniature jam. I ordered some miniature jam from the Knott's Berry Farm. They have those little jars. Here's the 0-0. Inside fastball, hitting the dirt, almost lost by Martinez. That's ball 1, 1-0 count. Still runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Nice stop by Martinez to keep the runners at first and second on the play.
Young had a batting .260 coming into this game. He has 13 stolen bases on the season, so we don't want to see him on base, even though it would be the bases loaded situation where he couldn't steal, but he's still a fast guy. Whittington checks his runner in second. There's the 1-0. Curveball outside, and that is ball 2, 2-0 count.
Young is 2 for 3 on the night. He has tripled and scored a run in the throwing error by Boyer, and he's also got an RBI single and another run scored in the 5th inning. So another good night at the plate for Eric Young Jr. as Zeke Zimmerman, the Owlz pitching coach, will take a trip to the mound to try to calm Anthony Whittington down.
Tomorrow we come back home to face the Great Falls White Sox. Check us out at the home of the Owlz Stadium over on University Parkway. Tomorrow when we come back is August 10th, I believe. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And on August 10th, we have the Junior Night Owls Night. The 11th is Owl's Autograph Night. And then on Friday, we have fireworks provided by Lantis Fireworks. On the 13th will be Hockey Night with Luke Robitaille. Plays for the Utah Grizzlies. He'll be there.
Luke Robitaille is actually an NHL player. The night is sponsored by the Utah Grizzlies.
Oh, pardon me.
Robitaille is a perennial all-star in the NHL who just re-signed or just signed a one-year deal. I'm not even going to say because I can't remember the team. I apologize.
I don't even know what team he plays for in the first place, so you can't be any more wrong than me.
Andy Hill will have to correct me on that one. He is the resident hockey fan of the team.
All right, there's the 2-0 pitch to Young, and he fouls it off. Strike 1, 2-1 count. Another glaring example of my non-sports knowledge there.
That's all right. Your impressions make up for it, Joey. What was the impression you did on the bus that made Zeke laugh so hard?
Zeke, I bought these green shoes, and he said, did a leprechaun buy those for you? And I said, here's some shoes for you, Joey. And he was laughing.
Yeah, we were all laughing.
There's the 2-1. Another one fouled down. Strike 2. 2-2 count now to Young. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Oh, boy.
Zeke Zimmerman, of course, is in his 3rd year as the Owl's pitching coach. He was with the Provo Angels franchise in 2001 as the inaugural pitching coach and left for 2 years to Rancho Cucamonga, the California League affiliate of the Angels, and then returned for the last championship season last year in Provo and is now back this year for year number 3.
There's the 2-2 pitch to Young. Whittington checking his runner. Swing and a miss and a hard fastball. That is strike 3 and out number 3, leaving runners on base. Thank goodness. That ends the bottom of the 6th. Score is still tied 7-7. Come on back.
This is the true story of flying wolverines. Once there was a smart doctor named Dr. Smart. One day at Utah Valley State College, Dr. Smart met some wolverines who wanted to learn to fly, but they had no wings. Dr. Smart said, I can give you wings. And he started a professional flight school for the wolverines. He saw how the industry was growing, so he made room for more wolverines in his school. Soon he had a full staff of instructors and a fleet of aircraft to help teach groups of wolverines in Utah Valley. There were hundreds of other wolverines, though, living all over the country who wanted to learn to fly at such a great school. Dr. Smart told them, wings for you too. Then he did something very unique. He made aviation courses available online. Suddenly, wolverines living far away could train at flight schools right in their own backyards and earn their bachelor's degrees from UVSC. Today, thanks to Dr. Smart and UVSC's Global Aviation Program, there are flying wolverines all over the world. You can learn about them at uvscaviation.com.
This message sponsored by the Salt Lake Radio Broadcasters Association.
Today, more and more people are insuring their homes with us through Auto Owners Insurance. We'll provide low-cost, quality protection, claim service that is second to none, and if you insure both your home and car through Auto Owners Insurance, you'll qualify for additional premium discounts.
Find out more at Blue Mountain Insurance, located on University Avenue in Provo. Give them a call at 373-SAVE. That's 373-7283. Blue Mountain Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the top of the 7th inning, and the score is 7-7. Lucky 7's out here.
My lucky number.
Is that your lucky number, Brett?
Absolutely. It's the number I wore my whole baseball career, I guess you could say.
All right.
Giddy up.
Giddy up. Let's see. Pitching out there for the Rockies is Jay Metzger still, the left-handed pitcher. He'll be facing the top of the lineup, Bradley Kuhn, Heinley Stacia, and Dallas Morris. Kuhn is 1 for 3 in the night with a single and a stolen base. Nice job, Kuhn. Here comes his 0-0 pitch inside with a curve, slow and looping. Ball 1, 1-0 count. Kuhn, a left-handed batter.
Casper with action in their bullpen down the right field line. A right-hander loosening up for P.J. Carey in his bullpen.
Casper, a very friendly host out here. Casper, the friendly host.
Took me a minute to realize your superior humor there, Joey.
That was superior. That was low. That was blue comedy.
Superior. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That last fastball hit in the inside as well for ball 2. 2-0 count to Kuhn. No outs, no runners on base yet. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Goes for the bunt. Pulls back in time, but not in time for strike number 1. That one hit in the inside corner with a curve. 2-1 count to Kuhn.
This is true. The wind has died down, by the way, here. The wind is no longer gusting as much as it was before.
Right.
Still a slight breeze out the center field, but not as strong as it was previously.
Looks pretty dry out there. No more umbrellas. Kuhn is batting .310 on the season. 14 RBIs. No home runs yet for Kuhn. Here comes a 2-1 and grounds it foul down the third base line underneath the legs of Tom Kochman over there in the coach's box. 2-2 is the count now for Kuhn.
One of my favorite things about watching Kochman is he never moves.
He doesn't flinch.
At a foul ball coming down the third base line. I mean, unless obviously it's a line drive coming straight at him. But
he's just seen so many. He knows where it's going to bounce.
And he just doesn't move. He doesn't try to make an effort. You'll see a lot of third base coaches try to stop him and then swing the ball in the crowd. And Kochman just doesn't move. It's great.
All right, there's the 2-2, and he grounds it to the second baseman and gets thrown out at first there. A nice hard hit from Kuhn, but it heads right to second baseman Young. That's 1 out now for the Owls here in the top of the 7th. Score is still tied 7-7. Now batting will be the shortstop, Heinle Stacia.
Heinle having a beautiful night at the plate tonight. He is 2 for 2 with a single, a double with 2 RBI and a run scored. He also had his sacrifice bunt on a suicide squeeze, driving in his 3rd run of the night and his 19th on the year.
There's the 0-0 pitch to Stacia. He does a drag bunt up the first base line, obviously, but strike 1, 0-1 count. You can't drag bunt up the third base line because you don't run that way.
That's true. Not going to drag it with you if you're running the wrong way.
Right, that would be bad.
That'd be awkward.
0-1 count to Stacia, who is batting from the right now. He's a switch hitter. That one, a slow curve, hit me. Where'd it go? Hit me outside for ball 1. 1-1 count.
High and outside. That breaking ball didn't come back over the plate like Metzger had hoped.
There's the 1-1. That one gets the outside corner with a low fastball. Looked like it hit the dirt to me, but we'll see. 1-2 count now to Stacia. See if that comes back to bite us. No runners on base. 1 out. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Stacia, and fouls it back there, fighting off a fast curve. 1-2 count still.
Nice job by Stacia to foul that ball off, to get a piece of it, to see another pitch.
Stacia batting .280. He now has 19 RBIs in the season and 10 doubles. Last played with Trinity Christian Academy, acquired in 2004. Here's the 1-2 to Stacia, and fouls that one off, chasing another slow curve. That is still strike 2 for Stacia.
I believe the Trinity Christian Academy is in Miami, Florida, if I'm not mistaken, or in that area.
Very possible. Stacia.
Oh, go ahead. No.
Stacia batting .341 versus Casper. He's played in 10 games against the Casper Rockies and has stolen 2 bases against them. He's batting .276 in his last 7 games with 8 hits. Here's the 1-2. Inside fastball hitting the dirt. What the heck? Strike 3 for some reason. That one, I guess, got the inside corner. So that is strike 3, and Heinle Stacia strikes out looking. 2 outs now for the Owls here in the top of the 7th. Score still 7-7. Now batting is Dallas Morris, the third baseman.
For Metzger, his 4th strikeout on the game in relief tonight.
Curse him.
Dallas Morris will step to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a single today.
He was run in from. Did Riley bring him in?
He did not score. He was forced out on the double play by Trumbo.
Here's the 0-0 to Morris, swing and a miss, way before a slow curve coming inside, and that is strike 1. 0-1 count to Morris.
Very slow breaking ball there by Metzger. Had Morris way out in front for strike 1.
Trying to see thinking it was a fastball. There's the 0-1 to Morris. This one he gets a hold of. It's gone out into the left field. Looks like it's going over. What the heck? Bounced into his glove?
Whammy. That's a home run.
That was over. Good golly, Miss Molly. A home run for Dallas Morris. I apologize for the delayed reaction there. It looked like it bounced off the wall into the glove of left fielder Garner, but that is a home run just eking over the left field fence out there about 325 feet away. That is the 7th home run on the season for Dallas Morris, and he gets the lead now 8-7 over the Rockies here in the top of the 7th. Now batting is Mark Trumbo. His first pitch, inside fastball for ball 1, 1-0 count.
Garner, the Casper left fielder, jumped up trying to rob that ball, and it looked like he might have come down with it. It was kind of tough to tell. The umpire had a delayed signal also, and but we also got to say whammy, and another home run for the Owls.
There's the 1-0 to Trumbo. He tries to check his swing, doesn't pull back in time for an inside fastball. Strike 1. 1-1 count to Trumbo. There's his pitch, grounds it to the shortstop. There's a throw across the diamond, and Trumbo thrown out at first base over there. That's the third out. That ends the top of the 7th, but the Owls now lead 8-7 over the Rockies. Come on back.
The United States Air Force salutes the athletes competing in today's game. They know in sports, like in life, you have to step up to the challenge to succeed. If you have high aspirations and want to be part of another champion team, join the United States Air Force. You'll receive training in a variety of fields and become part of an elite group of men and women dedicated to the service of this great country. Call 1-800-423-USAF or log on to airforce.com. The United States Air Force. Cross into the blue.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Owlz broadcast brought to you in part by Ray's American Car Care Center, by Frederico Landscaping, exceeding your expectations since 1980, by the United States Air Force, Cross into the blue, by Bay Ling Insurance Agency, Payson's hometown agency for over 30 years, and by Triple T Heating and Cooling, comfort from our family to yours.
With energy costs soaring higher than an Owlz homer, it's important that your cooling system is working at peak performance. So call Triple T Heating and Cooling. We feature service and repairs of all makes and models of heating and cooling systems. And come winter, we can set you up with a warm, energy-efficient gas fireplace. Serving all of Utah County, visit our showroom 1550 North Main in Spanish Fork or log on to TripleTHeating.com. Triple T Heating and Cooling. Comfort from our family to yours for over 30 years.
KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. A lot of vengeance out here, and as we enter the bottom of the 7th inning, a home run from Daniel Mayora tied up the game 7-7, and a solo home run from Dallas Morris got the Owls the lead 8-7 here back in the bottom of the 7th inning. Morris now tied for his team with 7 home runs against Billy Boyer. 7 home runs. Beautiful. We're now in the bottom of the 7th. Score is now 8-7 in favor of the Owls. Now batting for the Rockies will be Chris Cook, the first baseman. He'll be facing pitcher Anthony Whittington. So far, Whittington has walked 1 batter and struck out 1.
Cook having a nice game. He is 1 for 2 with a double. He also had an RBI sacrifice fly last time up.
His first pitch is a low curve outside for ball 1. 1-0 count to Garner. No, Cook.
Fooled you.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Cook. Lets this one fly. And he checks the swing and an inside fastball. What does he do?
He appeals down to the base umpire, Matt Schufert, who said he did not swing on pitch.
So ball 2. 2-0 count to Cook. When I tasted my water there, it tasted like fish, so I got kind of confused.
Yes.
Here's the 2-0 pitch to Cook. Lets it fly. Outside fastball, low. Ball 3. 3-0 count to Cook.
Not a seafood fan.
I love seafood.
My family eats fish like 13 times a week.
Yeah, you hate it? You got to get to like it then.
Nope.
There's the 3-0, fastball outside again, and that is ball 4. And Anthony Whittington, pitcher for the Owls, walks yet another Rockies batter, and now a runner on first with no outs. Bottom of the 7th, still 8-7 in favor of the Owls.
They're going to have to learn to not like it. That's right.
Well, you're the minority. You need to...
I just moved out. It kind of took care of itself right there.
That's how you solve the problem. You leave.
But I still like my family.
Of course.
Even though they eat
but not their fish-eating tendencies. Now batting Cole Garner. Here's his first pitch. Fastball outside for ball 1. Whittington just missing that outside corner with his fastball. And he's the 1-0 count now to Garner with a runner on first and no out.
Owls bullpen is up and active. Looks like Brendan Wilson loosening up for the Owls.
Here's the 1-0 pitch to Garner. Inside fastball, and it's passed way back almost to the backstop and allows Chris Cook to advance to second base on that pass ball. A very rare occurrence for Brett Martinez, catcher for the Owls. I think that's only like about the 4th, 5th time that's happened for Martinez.
That is the 6th ball in a row thrown by Anthony Whittington as Brett Martinez goes out to the mound to try to calm him down a little bit.
2-0 count for Garner. No outs. Runner now on second base. Garner is 0 for 3 in the night. Pop out, ground out, ground out. He does have 10 home runs, though, on the season. Very dangerous. And Tom Kochman going out to the mound to talk to Anthony Whittington with Brett Martinez as well.
Looks like this could be it for Whittington, as usually when Kochman comes to the mound, he will make the signal to the bullpen. However, pitching coach Zeke Zimmerman is down in the bullpen with Brendan Wilson warming up, so Kochman may be out there just trying to settle his young pitcher down.
Whittington has only seen 3 batters so far, and he's only pitched
one-third of an inning thus far.
Only 1/3 of the whole inning.
1/3 of an inning as he got the 3rd out in the 6th. He has walked the 2 other hitters he has faced, throwing 16 pitches now, along with the 2 he has thrown here to Cole Garner. All right. Home plate umpire Tim Bretsky walking out to the mound to break up the meeting.
Seeing what all the fun is all about on there on the mound. What are you guys doing? You gonna play hacky sack?
We tried to play the movie clip last year from Dumb and Dumber, because sometimes you'll see the home plate umpire run out, and just as he goes out there, the coach will leave and they go back. So he just circles. We're going to try to get him to play big gulps, huh? Well, see you later. Having to run him back. And now it looks like Tom Kochman is signaling towards the bullpen, and that'll be the end of the night for Anthony Whittington.
All right. We've got another pitcher for you in just a second here, coming in from the bullpen.
It's Brendan Wilson trotting in from the left field bullpen.
Now pitching for the Orem Owls, number 25, Brendan Wilson, pitching now for the Orem Owls. Wilson is from Victoria, Australia. He's a right-handed pitcher, stands at 6'1".
Yeah, right. Sorry, Brendan, but I'm not going to say you're 6'1".
His last outing, Wilson pitched 2 innings. He allowed 1 earned run. He walked 5, and he struck out 1. Wilson's numbers, he's got a 1-2 record with a 4.15 ERA. He's got 17 1/3 innings pitched under his belt with 13 strikeouts and 8 walks. 5 of those walks coming in his last outing.
For Anthony Whittington, as we mentioned, he threw 16 pitches unofficially in his 3rd of an inning. He has not allowed a run yet, but is still responsible for Chris Cook, the runner on second base. He struck out 1 hitter, walked 2, did not allow a hit.
Short time for Whittington.
Short but sweet in a way.
Is it possible for him to get anything, a loss or a win or a save?
Right now he is the pitcher of record for the win if the Owls were to hang on to the lead.
Really?
He was the pitcher that was in the game technically when Dallas Morris hit his 7th home run of the year to put the Owls on top, 8-7.
So if they keep that, he gets it.
If they keep the lead, now if the game gets tied again, then the pitchers of record are who will be throwing when it is tied. Hopefully it doesn't get tied again.
Sure.
But, right now, Anthony Whittington, the pitcher of record for your Orem Owls.
So, bottom of the 7th, Owls leading 8-7. The Rockies have no outs with a runner on second base, and it's the 2-0 count for Garner, who is still up at bat for the Rockies. Garner's from Lakewood, California. He was 1 for 4 in the game last night with a single and an RBI. He last played with La Quinta High School. Lakewood, huh? That's off of 5 Freeway in California. You exit Clark Street or Lakewood Boulevard or Bellflower. You're in Lakewood. There's a nice lake over there.
And some woods.
There's some woods.
And there's the name Lakewood.
There's a California, where that is. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Garner, and a nice curveball hits the outside corner for strike 1. 2-1 count off a first pitch from Wilson.
Difficult situation for Brendan Wilson to come into here, behind in the count 2-0 as he throws a first pitch strike, makes it now 2-1.
Here's a 2-1 pitch. Same place, this time with a fastball. That was a slider from Wilson. 2-2 count now. Nice pitch. Wilson lettered in field hockey and track out in Australia. He played with the VIS League, the Victoria something S League.
I bet it starts with an I.
Possible. Here's a 2-2, swing and a miss, inside curveball, and Cole Garner strikes out swinging. So the first batter faced from Brendan Wilson, he strikes out. And now 1 out for the Rockies here in the bottom of the 7th. Owls still leading 8-7. The Rockies have a runner on second base still.
Dirty breaking ball right there from Wilson to get the strikeout as he comes in, throws 3 quick strikes, and takes care of Cole Garner for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
That was my name when I was a rapper. Dirty breaking ball.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
DJ Dirty.
Now batting is Brett Berglund for the Rockies. His first pitch is a slow curve hitting the outside in the dirt for ball 1. 1-0 count to Berglund. Berglund is 1 for 3 in the night with a single. Strikeout. Drop strike 3, actually. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Berglund. Runner on second base. Fouls it off. Strike 1. 1-1 count now. Berglund from Littleton, Colorado. He was 0 for 3 in the game last night. Ground out RBI. He was batting .269 last night. Now he's batting .260. from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Berglund, lets it fly. And a slider hits the outside for ball 2, 2-1 count. Still a runner on second with 1 out.
Once again, the Owls infield left to right. Morris on third, Stacia on short, Boyer on second, Trumbo on first, Martinez catching, Wilson pitching, Kuhn in center field, Hughes in left, and Coles in right.
Thanks, Ray. There's the 2-1, and it's a pass ball on the outside. Martinez can't get on top of it, and Chris Cook advances to third base on another pass ball. He got the first on a pass ball and the third on a pass ball.
And not something you see real often from Martinez, as he looks kind of lackadaisical there, trying to backhand the ball instead of getting his body in front of it as it skips by him.
Curses.
And now the Owls infield forced to play in on the edge of the grass with only 1 out and a runner on third base.
3-1 count for Berglund. Here comes his pitch. Tries to check a swing, and he does for an inside fastball, and that is ball 4. And Brett Berglund gets walked on a ball 4, the first walk in the game for Brendan Wilson, and the third on the night for the Owls pitching staff. So with 1 out, the Rockies have a runner on first and third. We still lead 8-7 here in the bottom of the 7th. Now batting is number 8, Jeff Strickland, the designated hitter. Strickland's 0 for 3 in the night. Nothing going on much with him tonight. He does have 3 stolen bases on the season.
He stole second base earlier after reaching on a fielder's choice, Joey.
I guess there is something going on then. He now has 4 stolen bases.
Excellent.
Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Strickland. It's a slider on the outside for ball 1, 1-0 count. Just missing the outside corner.
Middle infielders for the Owls station Boyer back up to double play depth here as Trumbo and Morris, the first and third baseman respectively, still on the edge of the grass.
1-0 count to Strickland. Here comes his pitch and fouls it off into the net there. Strike 1, 1-1 count. Runners on first and third with 1 out.
Owls trying to hang on to their 8-7 lead here in the bottom half of the 7th inning in Casper, Wyoming.
I have been to Strickland, where I was in this private school, and the nuns called it Strickland, where they hit you with the rulers and such. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Runner goes. Slow curve on the outside for ball 2. There's the throw to second baseman, shortstop covering second base. And for some reason, Brett Berglund gets to steal second. Stacia was there covering second base, didn't make the tag in time.
No, they did make the tag in time.
He did.
He's out. A nice tag behind the Stacia, sweeping behind the back to throw out the runner Berglund there for the second out of the inning. And that's a big out right there for the Owls. The count is going to be 2 balls and 1 strike as that pitch was up and out of the zone.
Berglund has been caught stealing now twice in the season. Probably they're both from Brett Martinez, I would venture to guess. 2-1 count to Strickland. 2 outs now. Runner on third. There's the pitch, and hits a nice one out into left center. And underneath it is center fielder Kuhn making a diving catch into left center field. Beautiful catch by Kuhn. Oh, my gosh.
Kuhn saving a run there with a diving catch in the left center field.
Beautiful.
Gap.
That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the 7th. Owls still leading 8-7. Come on back.
Okay, I have got to know. How do you keep your house so clean? You have pets and kids, and yet your house is always spotless. So tell me, what's your secret?
It's no secret. It's the Clean Home. I have them come in once a week, which saves me from cleaning on the weekends and gives me more time with the kids. The Clean Home is one of the best investments I've ever made. For daily, weekly, or monthly service, give them a call. They're in your yellow pages and online at thecleanhome.com. The Clean Home, because we all have better things to do.
Hey fans, have you poured concrete lately? Did you order 8 yards and only use 6? Did you have to pay for what you didn't use? Do you want an alternative? Then log on to gotconcrete.com. We deliver fresh concrete mixed right on your site from as little as a quarter yard to 8 yards. No more calculating exactly or ordering an extra half yard to be safe. We service customers from Santa Quin to Point of the Mountain. Find us at gotconcrete.com.
If the Owls are going to compete for the Pioneer League Championship, they're going to need an ace on the staff to lead the way. If you're thinking of buying a home or refinancing, you need an ace of your own. Look no further than Ace Mortgage Company. Our creative loan consultants offer the best terms and unsurpassed professional service. We ensure you get the loan that best suits your needs. Give us a call today at 426-5757. That's 426-5757. Ace Mortgage Company. Absolute commitment to excellence.
1400 K-Star.
I'm all shook up on. Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the top of the 8th inning. The Owls are now leading 8-7 over the Casper Rockies. A nice inning there for the Orem Owls. A diving catch from Bradley Kuhn getting the third out and stopping any runs from coming in to score. And we have a new pitcher out there for the Casper Rockies. Now pitching for the Rockies, number 31, Byron Binda. 31, Byron Binda. We saw him the first game we were out here against the Rockies. Byron Binda's from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. He's a 6-foot-tall guy, right-handed pitcher. Byron Binda comes into the game with a record of 3-0. Wow, 3.68 ERA on 22 innings pitched. He's got 26 strikeouts and 10 walks. Wow. Byron Binda pitching now for the Rockies. He'll be facing Brett Martinez, Riley, and Cole.
That closes the book on Jay Metzger, who threw very well out of the bullpen for the Rockies. 4 1/3 innings pitched. He allowed 2 runs, both of which were earned. He only gave up 2 hits, however, one of them being the home run to Morris. He didn't walk anybody or hit anybody and struck out 3 Orem batters.
Brett Martinez at the plate now for the Owls. Here comes his 0-0 pitch. Slow curve, outside corner and low. Strike 1. 0-1 count. No outs, no runners on base. Martinez is 0 for 2 on the night. He popped out twice and walked once on a ball 4. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Martinez. Lets it fly inside. High, fastball. Ball 1. 1-1 count.
Martinez also, when he walked, he scored a run, which was the 22nd run for Martinez scored this year.
Cool. Good thing to have him on base then. Here's a 1-1 pitch to Martinez. Foul tips it back, almost hitting the catcher in the face. 1-2 count now to Martinez. Martinez came in the game batting .299. He last played with the Mesa Angels, acquired in 2003. Martinez from Redlands, California. I haven't been there.
That's good. They've got a lot of land.
Red land.
It's red.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Slow looping curve. Martinez almost chases it, but pulls back in time for ball 2. 2-2 count now.
Brett Martinez spent some time with the AAA affiliate of the Angels in Salt Lake City this year. I was actually up there helping out in the clubhouse when Brett was there and saw him in his last game up there. He hit a game-winning double down the left field line.
Here's the 2-2 to Martinez. Lets it fly. Inside fastball, strike 3. Martinez strikes out swinging, a hard swing. That's 1 out now for the Owls here in the top of the 8th. We still lead 8-7. No runners on base, 1 out. Stepping to the plate now, Patrick Riley. Riley's 1 for 3 on the night with his 5th double on the season tonight.
He also drove in a run with that double back in the big 6-run 3rd inning for Orem.
The 10-batter 6th inning. No, that was the 3rd.
The scorebook screwing up inning.
Right.
Because, of course, I had to transfer over to a new column here in my book.
Oh, boy. Poor Brett Crane.
And now the world's coming to an end. You heard it here
You
first.
cut me to the core.
On 1400 K-Star.
Here's the 0-0 to Riley. Fouls it into the net. Hard hit. Strike 1. 0-1 count to Riley. Riley's from Reno, Nevada. Last played with the University of Arizona. He's batting .274 coming into the game. He now has 11 RBIs, thanks to 1 more added tonight.
First baseman Chris Cook is going to go over to the mound and talk to Byron Binda.
Now, are they allowed to go out anytime they want and take as much time as they want? Well, until the ump says it's too much.
Until the umpire comes out and breaks up the meeting, yeah.
So they can have as many as they want.
As far as somebody coming over the line from the dugout, a pitching coach or a manager or whatever, they have 1 free visit as Riley swings and foul tips that one and then glove for strike 2. They have 1 visit that they can go out and talk to him. On the second time they go out, they have to make a switch.
Oh, I see.
But the catcher can go out as many times as he wants to talk to the pitcher.
Gotcha.
So.
Here's the 0-2 pitch to Patrick Riley. 1 out, no runners yet on base. There's the 0-2, way inside with a fastball, almost snagging Riley on the arm, but it goes inside low in the dirt for ball 1. 1-2 count.
Very interesting. The many rules in the game of baseball.
Let's see. Never mind. Oh, there we go. Riley has never been hit by a pitch. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Here's the 1-2 to Riley. Slow looping curve outside. Ball 2. 2-2 count now to Riley with 1 out still and no runners on.
Do you know who leads the Orem Owls in being hit by a pitch, Joey?
That would be Josh Cole with 5.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Here's the 2-2. Inside again with a fastball, and he fouls it down for still strike 2 for Riley, fighting off a couple hard fastballs.
Nice job by Pat to stay alive here.
Yeah.
He is appearing in his 25th game for the Owls on the season.
He's only had 25 games?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. He has 73 at-bats, 4 doubles, no triples, 2 home runs. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Riley. Pitcher checking his signals in. There's the pitch. And foul tips it off of the catcher's glove. Still strike 2. Looks like he hit the catcher's glove with his bat.
Nice job by Pat to stay alive again as he continues to make Binda work and hopefully can win this nice battle he's got going here at the plate.
The wind has died completely down here at Mike Lansing Field. It is pitch black out there. Can't even see the mountains anymore. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss and a high curveball, trying to reach up for it, and that is strike 3. And Patrick Riley strikes out swinging. That's the second strikeout for new pitcher Binda off his first 2 batters faced. Two outs now for the Owls in the top of the 8th. We still lead 8-7.
High breaking ball there on the 2-strike pitch to Riley. As he chased it, that ball actually stayed up out of the zone.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Riley couldn't make contact and goes down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight.
Now batting is Josh Coles off a first pitch. He cracks it out in the left field. Looks like it's going back in the warning track. And that one bounces off the wall and into the glove of left fielder Garner. Just bouncing off the top of the wall barely.
The ball didn't hit the wall.
Oh, actually. Just into his glove.
Just into his glove is rule to catch for the left fielder Garner, and that ends the inning.
Where I'm from, they call gloves walls.
Oh.
That ends the top of the 8th. Owls still leading 8-7. Come on back.
Are you hungry for great tasting Mexican food? Take a time out and stop by a local Beto's. Have you tried our burritos and chimichangas? People are voting Beto's food as numero uno in Utah. Beto's has 15 convenient locations in Utah. Most of our restaurants are open 24 hours to satisfy your craving anytime. Check us out on the web at betosmex.com. Stop by any participating Beto's location and receive a Vote for Beto's punch card, which could entitle you to free food. Holy frijoles! It's Beto's time.
I'm here at Utah Valley State College with new President William Cedarberg. Mr. Cedarberg, why is UVSC your choice?
UVSC is my choice because it's a dynamic institution. The faculty are very strong. It's located in a community with strong values, a community committed to higher education, and I think the future is extremely bright here. So as I looked at it, I really didn't want to go to a school that was just maintaining the status quo. I wanted to be a school that was in transition, that was exciting, that was happening.
Okay. As president, what are your plans?
My largest job as president is to help the school and the members of this UVSC community establish a direction for the future, and then to go out and rally support for that direction. I think the future is extremely bright, and UVSC is definitely my choice for the future.
KSRR Provo.
Oh, geez. Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. We're now in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Owls still leading 8-7. Still pitching out there for the Owls, Brendan Wilson. He is now facing Daniel Mayora, the third baseman. First pitch is a curveball catching the outside for the 0-1 count.
Mayora having a very nice night tonight. 2 for 3 with a couple of runs batted in, a single and a run scored, and he also hit a home run his last time up.
There's another curve, that one going inside then out over the plate. Force ball 1-1 count now to Mayora. Here comes his 1-1 pitch. Inside fastball. That one hits Mayora on the inside, what's that called?
Wrist.
Okay. That one hit him on the inside wrist.
That ball hit him on the left forearm, actually, just on the inside of his forearm, as Joey had previously mentioned before. I, like a jerk, said wrist.
So now a runner on first base with no outs. That is a hit batter there from Brendan Wilson. That is his third hit batter on the season. Okay, runner on first, no outs. Now batting, Ramon Rodriguez, the catcher. He's had a single tonight, 2 ground outs. Here's his 0-0 pitch. Up the bunt, up the third base line. Morris is there to grab it, throw to second baseman. Stacia covering the bag, or shortstop Stacia covering the bag. Gets the out at second, but Ramon Rodriguez reaches on a fielder's choice. Nice job there by Dallas Morris to field the sacrifice bunt. He's able to get the lead runner at second base just by a hair, as Stacia was covering. And a good job for the Owls to, as I just mentioned, get the lead runner with 1 out, and now the double play is in order. Still in the bottom of the 8th, Owls leading 8-7. We're at the bottom of the lineup for the Rockies with Radames Nazario. Nope, Kyle Blumenthal. Pinch hitter coming into the ballgame is Kyle Blumenthal. He was drafted in the 14th round of the 2005 draft from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, same place as Brett Berglund. In 2005, he's a third-team All-American. He was All-Conference and the Big West Conference Player of the Year. His father, Ken, also played college football at Long Beach State. Wow. Blumenthal's batting .333. He's got 22 RBIs and 3 home runs, pardon me. Blumenthal comes in for Radames Nazario at Nazario's 4th at-bat. So he's got a runner on first and 1 out. Nazario did have a nice night tonight, 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and a run scored before being lifted for the pinch hitter here. Here's the 0-0, curveball away outside, ball 1, 1-0 count to Blumenthal.
Owlz leading it by 1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. A close game. Both teams with action in the bullpen. The light pole blocking my view of who's warming up in the Owlz bullpen, and a right-hander loosening up in the Casper bullpen.
Here's the 1-0. Another curve outside. Ball 2. 2-0 count to Blumenthal. Runner on first. 1 out. I can't see anyway.
Yeah, there's a big light pole down the left field line that can't see the right-hand rubber in the Owlz bullpen to see who's loosening up down there.
There's the 2-0. That curveball hits the outside corner. Strike 1. 2-1 count.
Nice pitch by Wilson, just catching the corner.
He's been working on that outside corner the last 3 pitches and finally got it. So the 2-1 count now for Blumenthal, and a runner on first and 1 out. Here comes Blumenthal's 2-1. Another curveball outside. Ball 3. 3-1 count now. So far, four straight curveballs from Wilson, all of them going outside, just one of them catching.
Scouting report on Blumenthal, I'm sure, is to stay away from him, as the Owls have tried to do here in this at-bat.
Here's the 3-1, and inside fastball, he fouls off the handle of his bat for strike 2, 3-2 count.
Martinez was set up outside on that pitch, and Wilson, the pitcher, left that ball right over the middle of the plate, and Blumenthal just missed it and fouled it back to run the count full.
The attendance out here in Mike Lansing Field, 927 people.
Braving the rain here.
Yeah. There's the 3-2, curveball outside, ball 4. And Kyle Blumenthal gets walked in a ball 4. Looks like the, second walk on the night for Brendan Wilson.
Yes, it is. Third walk overall for Owlz pitching. Fourth walk overall. Yeah. And that's going to bring Tom Kochman out of the dugout for the Orem Owls. Hasn't made, there it is. He's made the signal now towards the bullpen. And I'm going to say Tim DeGeorgis, but I could be wrong on that.
Okay.
That's what it looks like from the throwing motion and the running motion and the face and the number. So that pretty much makes it Tim DeGeorgis, the new pitcher for the Orem Owls.
All right. DeGeorgis comes in. He's from Tucson, Arizona. He stands at 6'4", right-handed pitcher, acquired in the 2005 draft. DeGeorgis comes in the game with a record of 3-1. 3.23 is his ERA. 30 2/3 is how many innings he's pitched. 37 is the number of strikeouts he has, and 11 is his walks. He comes into the game here in the bottom of the 8th, with the Owls leading 8-7. Runners on first and second base for the Rockies with 1 out. So the save for Whittington is gone now?
No, the win is still...
the win, I'm sorry.
He's still the pitcher of record because the game has not been tied, and...
we have to wait to the end?
Yeah, we'll have to see if the Rockies score, which, of course, we hope does not happen.
Right.
And... yeah, maybe we'll save that little tidbit of information for the post-game wrap-up show here on 1400 K-Star.
The wrap-up party?
The wrapping party.
Wrapping party. I've been to a couple of those. They're bad news. No, I know what you're talking about. Let's see. Let's talk about DeGeorgis. Where's my paper? DeGeorgis has a lot of interesting stuff going on. He's got 2 fastballs, kind of like Shearer. DeGeorgis has a 1-seamer and a 4-seamer. They both come in at about 89 miles an hour. He's got a slider that he uses for his strikeout, comes in about 77. He has a changeup that he hasn't used yet. He's working on that still. We saw DeGeorgis the first game out here. We did come out of the bullpen in the first game against the Rockies.
And for Brendan Wilson, of course, still responsible. Joey just took a spill off of his bar stool that we're sitting on here in the press box. But for Brendan Wilson on the night, he is still responsible for the runners on first and second, but in 1 1/3 inning, he unofficially threw 19 pitches. Has not allowed a run yet, of course, as I mentioned. Still responsible for the runners on base. Didn't allow a hit, walked 3 hitters, and struck out 1.
And DeGeorgis comes in, pitching against the Casper Rockies his last outing in the first game here, and then Sunday night. He pitched 3 1/3 innings. He got no decision made. 3 1/3 innings. He walked 3, struck out 6, and only allowed 1 hit, no earned runs for him that game. Nice job, DeGeorgis.
Very nice from Tim, one of the solid relievers out of the Orem bullpen on the season. Steps into a sticky situation here with the leadoff hitter for the Rockies coming to the plate with 2 on and only 1 out.
Dexter Fowler at the plate for the Rockies. Bottom of the 8th, Owls still leading 8-7. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Fowler. DeGeorgis taking his time out there. Fowler got walked his last at-bat. The first walk on the game for the Owls pitching staff. That was to Fowler. All right, getting ready with his high stance. He's a switch hitter. Now he's batting left. And here comes his 0-0 pitch. Inside with a fastball. That is ball 1, 1-0 count.
Just misses the inside corner with the first pitch fastball from DeGeorgis.
Again, DeGeorgis from Tucson, Arizona. Went to Arizona. He went to high school at Saguaro High School. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Fowler. Another inside fastball, this time in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-0 count now.
Attended the same college as 2004 player Fred Carney, who came out of the bullpen last year for the Provo Angels.
Regis University
in Denver, Colorado.
There's the 2-0. Fastball inside in the dirt. Ball 3. 3-0 count for Fowler. Still got runners on first and second with 1 out.
And Joey's a chicken. You're struggling a little bit.
Chicken there.
Struggling a little bit here. His first 3 pitches out of the strike zone.
There's a 3-0. That one hits it. Curveball outside. That is strike 1. 3-1 count.
I'd like to see Tim battle here and not load the bases up for Eric Young, who's having a nice night as he waits in the on-deck circle.
Bad news there. Here's the 3-1 to Fowler. Oh, come on. That was just misses the outside corner with a changeup. I think that was a changeup. What do you think that was?
That looks like a breaking ball.
Okay, that was a curve coming inside. And that is now bases loaded for the Casper Rockies. Dexter Fowler getting walked in a ball 4.
That's going to bring up Eric Young Jr., who is 2 for 4 tonight with a triple and a run scored and an RBI single with a run scored.
Ouch. 1 out for the Rockies. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 8th. Owlz still leading 8-7. Here comes Young to the plate. Batting .260 on the season. He did strike out swinging his last at-bat. Thank goodness. Oh, thank you.
Eric Young on the season is with the bases well.
There's the 0-0, and out into right field. Here comes the throw home, and it's cut off by Trumbo, but a run scored in there, tying up the game with a single RBI from Eric Young Jr. He now has, 14 RBIs? 14 RBIs in the season for Eric Young, and bases loaded again with 1 out. The score is now tied 8-8 here in the bottom of the 8th. Curses.
That run will be charged to Brendan Wilson. I was about to mention that Eric Young Jr. was hitting .500 on the season with the bases loaded. He was 1 for 2 with 3 runs batted in, and now, of course, he's 2 for 3 with 4 runs batted in.
All right, so now stepping to the plate, Chris Cook. Scores tied 8-8 here in the bottom of the 8th. Weird.
Cook on the season is 0 for 3 with the bases loaded.
Good.
So hopefully that trend will continue as the Owlz infield is drawn in towards the edge of the grass.
1 out, bases loaded. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and he cracks that one out into left field. Looks like it's going foul. And it drops foul into the glove of Michael Hughes, making the catch out there in left field. After the catch is made, a run comes in. That's Kyle Blumenthal coming in for the run scored. The Rockies now lead 9-8 over the Owlz here in the bottom of the 8th. Curse that Chris Cook with his sac fly RBI.
Chris Cook comes in and does exactly what he's asked to do there by driving in the runner from third base. And that is the second run of the game driven in for Cook, his 17th on the year, and his second on an RBI sacrifice fly tonight.
Man. So now the score is 9-8 in favor of the Rockies here in the bottom of the 8th. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Stepping to the plate now is Cole Garner, the left fielder. Garner doing not so good tonight. Struck out, ground out, pop out.
I thought that ball was going to get out of the park when it came off the bat of Cook there. I think a lot of the fans also thought the same thing, but Hughes was able to corral it on the warning track.
There's the 0-0, and it's a pitch out. Martinez does not throw, though. 1-0 count. Now, why didn't Hughes just let the ball hit foul?
Because he wanted to get the out there, hoping that the Owls can come back and score. That it's a train of thought that some people will go through, but his instinct is to catch the ball.
There's the 1-0, fouls it off. Hard hit there, strike 1. 1-1 count to Garner. 2 outs, runners on the corners.
That ball was also relatively close to the line, so I don't know if Hughes knew exactly where he was as far as, in fair or foul territory towards the line. That ball could have also dropped fair. I couldn't tell from where I was at either.
There's the 1-1 outside curve, almost dropped by Martinez. Runners stay on the corners. 2-1 count now to Garner.
Phenomenal job by Brett Martinez to knock that ball down and hold the runner on third. Fowler.
It's just a safer bet to catch it out in left field.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you.
And they almost got the runner Fowler trying to tag and reach third on that play.
Yeah.
Dallas Morris made a phenomenal tag and tried to get the runner out, but unfortunately it was just a little late.
Here's the 2-1 pitch to Garner. Inside fastball, ball 3. 3-1 count now. Runners on the corners. 2 outs.
Owlz bullpen active again as Tim Madison is now loosening up down there as another right-hander loosening up also in the Casper bullpen.
How can you tell from this far?
I am good.
There's the 3-1. Swing and a miss on a curveball going outside. Strike 2 for Garner. 3-2 is the count now. 2 outs. Runners on first and third.
Full count now, 2 out, which means that Eric Young Jr., the runner on first base, will be running on the pitch.
All right.
Which is dangerous. As Young is very speedy, although I think anything hit in the gap, he would probably be able to score from first base anyway.
Young has 13 stolen bases on the season. He's over there on first base.
So he's got a second on his team behind Corey Wimberly. Excuse me.
There's a 3-2 swing and a miss inside curve, and that is a strike 3 for Cole Garner. Beautiful. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the 8th. The score is now 9-8 in favor of the Rockies. Come on back.
Tacos.
Burgers.
Tacos.
Burgers.
What about pasta? No time. Sure there is. At Fazoli's, we can build our own pasta starting at just $2.99. It's super fast and super fresh. In about the same time as it takes for a greasy burger, we can build an Italian masterpiece like spaghetti and spicy marinara.
Spicy marinara?
Yep.
Fazoli's.
Cool, let's pick up Cindy.
Karen. Cindy. Leone.
Fazoli's, faster, fresher, better.
Insure both your car and home with us through Auto Owners Insurance, and we'll save you money. That's right. With Auto Owners Multiple Policy Discount, when you insure both your car, home, mobile home, or condominium, we'll save you time and money by consolidating all of your insurance needs with a no-problem company. Auto Owners Insurance.
For a free comparison, contact Western States Insurance Agency in Spanish Fork on Center Street across from City Park. Western States Insurance. Our customers are first class, just like our service. Find us in the yellow pages under insurance.
One of the unsung heroes at the ballpark is the groundskeeping crew, and it's up to them to ensure the field looks its best on game day. While your yard may not take the same pounding as the turf at a baseball stadium, it still deserves professional care. More Utah County residents rely on the pros at Frederico Landscaping Incorporated. They're now celebrating their 25th year of providing custom residential landscaping. For all your landscaping needs, including water features and grounds maintenance, you can rely on Frederico Landscaping. See their work online at fredericolandscaping.com.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. We are in the top of the 9th inning. The Rockies are leading 9-8 over the Owls, tying up the game in the last inning and then scoring one more run with a sac fly RBI from Chris Cook. And so dangerous times now for the Owls. Now pitching for the Casper Rockies will be number 24, Andrew Johnston. Johnston now pitching for the Rockies. He is from High Ridge, Missouri. He is 6'5".
Johnston also leads the Pioneer League with his 11 saves as he comes in here to try to nail down his 12th ball game of the year for the Rockies.
Oh, boy. 0-0 count for Billy Boyer stepping to the plate. No outs yet, no runners on base. Boyer's 1 for 3 in the night with a double and 2 strikeouts. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Boyer. Lets this one fly and grounds it down for strike 1. As, Johnston comes into the game, we see his record is 1-1. 0.92 ERA. Wow. 19 and 2/3 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts and 1 walk. Again, 11 saves. Good gracious.
Johnston has just been dominant out of the bullpen this year for P.J. Carey, as he is similar to the numbers that Mitch Arnold put up last year for the Provo Angels.
There's the 0-1, swing and a miss, inside curve, strike 2. 0-2 count to Boyer. No outs yet.
Owlz trying to mount a miniature comeback. They're trailing by 1 run here in the top half of the 9th inning as they try to take the rubber game of this series.
0-2 is the count. Here's the pitch to Boyer, and he checks the swing for an outside curve, missing the outside corner just barely. Nice plate discipline there by Boyer. 1-2 count now.
Johnston wanted that pitch there as he just missed the outside corner with the breaking ball.
I didn't want the pitch. Okay. Here comes the 1-2 to Boyer. Lets this one fly. Swing and a miss and a curve going outside, and that is strike 3. And Billy Boyer strikes out for the 3rd time tonight, and that's the first strikeout on the night for new pitcher Johnston.
Tough pitch to hit right there. Just a dirty slider on the outside corner. Got Boyer reaching for it for the first out of the inning.
All right, so in the top of the 9th, Rockies are leading 9-8. No runners on base, 1 out for the Owls. Now batting Michael Hughes, the right fielder. Hughes is 2 for 3 in the night with a single and a double, his 3rd double on the season, and another RBI tonight.
A couple of runs scored also for Hughesy. A nice job for him tonight as he's getting his 2nd consecutive start.
Here comes Hughes' 0-0 pitch, and he gets a hold of it. Line drive right up the middle. Beautiful hit by Hughes, and he's going to hold up on first base. That one almost knocked into the pitcher, went right over his head.
Michael Hughes making the most of his opportunity to be in the lineup tonight. Very impressive job by him as he is now 3 for 4 on the night with a pair of singles and a double as he now represents the tying run on first base.
So 1 out, runner on first, now batting top of the lineup again for his 5th at-bat, Bradley Kuhn. Kuhn is 1 for 3 in the night with a single and a stolen base and a
sacrifice bunt.
That's right.
And, of course, Daniel Mayor, the third baseman, playing in on the edge of the grass, thinking that Kuhn may bunt here again.
Bradley the bunter Kuhn.
Wow, is that your nickname for him?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
In other words, yes. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Kuhn. Gets a hold of it, grounder up the first base line. There's the throw to second base and the throw back to first. And they do not snag the double play. They get the out at second, but not at first. So Kuhn safe on first base off a fielder's choice. And that is now 2 outs for the Owls in the top of the 9th.
Kuhn doing a nice job to get up the line there, but a lot of credit's got to go to Mike Hughes there as he broke up the throw. The shortstop Nazario had a tough time turning that ball as Hughes was barreling in towards him at second base, and did a nice job to break it up, allowing Kuhn to use his speed to get down the first base line and keep this inning and the ball game alive.
So now a runner on first again with 2 outs. Now batting is Heinle Stacia, the shortstop. Here comes Statia's 0-0 pitch. Instead, pitcher Johnson throws over to first.
And they get
Kuhn off the bag for out number 3. Good gracious. That ends the game here in the top of the 9th. The Rockies win it 9-8 over the Orem Owls. Oh, come on back for post-game wrap-up.
Oh, no. Oh.
Hello, you've reached the Satellite Emergency Service. We've located your position. How can I help you?
Yeah, I spilled my Diet Pepsi. The whole thing spilled out onto the side of the road. It's empty, and I'm so thirsty.
Okay, Miss Harvey, was the Diet Pepsi full or half empty?
I still had at least 3/4 of it left.
Mm-hmm. Are you walking or biking?
Biking.
How familiar are you with the area?
Not very.
You're facing southbound?
Yes.
All right, go 1.3 miles. You'll see a dog chasing a mailman. Take a right. There'll be a gas station with a mini mart on the left-hand side. You'll be able to purchase another Diet Pepsi there.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
I don't have my wallet on me.
Double check your left pocket. There's some lint and $1 and change.
The Diet Pepsi Satellite Emergency Service provides you with the safety and security no other soft drink can. Subscribe today and enjoy Diet Pepsi wherever you go. Light, crisp, refreshing. Diet Pepsi.
After watching the Orem Owls hit home runs all night, it's time to have a great reason to run home. Nothing beats a Love Stack waiting for you. Oversized sacks from Love Stack may look like huge bean bags, but they are filled with extra soft Durafoam and come in a variety of designer covers ready to match any lifestyle. But just like the Owls, a Love Stack is something you've got to see in person to really appreciate. Come stack out for yourself at the Love Stack store in the Riverwood Shopping Center in Provo, or any of the other locations across the Wasatch Front. For the original and still the best oversized sack, there's only Love Stack.
KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. I just spilled water all over my electrical equipment, and that's the most dangerous thing you can possibly do.
Take off my hat.
Okay. That ends the game out here in Casper, Wyoming, against the Casper Rockies. The Rockies win it 9-8 over the Owls here in the top of the 9th. Getting the last out was Bradley Kuhn, who was leading off of first base, and Johnson, the pitcher, threw over to first and got him out, and that ended it for him. The loss tonight brings the Owls record down to
22 and 26 overall on the season. In the second half, I believe they are now...
Let's see, I forgot to look at that part.
Right there. They're now 4 and 6 on the second half of the season.
6.
Sorry about that.
No problem. All right, well, some good stuff happened tonight for the Orem Owls. We saw few walks coming in from the Owls pitching staff. They're working on that. They only walked 5 batters out of the whole lineup. And for the night, Bradley Kuhn with a single RBI. Just a single and a stolen base. Heinle Stacia went 2 for 4 with a single and a double, driving in 2 runs. Dallas Moores with a single and his 7th home run on the season. He's now tied with Billy Boyer for 7 home runs. Let's see, Patrick Riley with a double, his 5th on the season. Josh Coles with a single and an RBI, bringing in 1. He now has 18 RBIs in the season. Billy Boyer with a double tonight, his 9th on the season. And Michael Hughes with his 3rd double on the season and 2 singles, one of them bringing in a run.
Hughes had a very nice night, as you mentioned, 3 hits there. A good job by him, making the most of his second consecutive start in the lineup tonight for the Owls.
The winning pitcher tonight for the Casper Rockies is Byron Binda. He gets the win tonight. Binda now has a record of 4-0. Good gracious. The loss sadly went to Brendan Wilson. Brendan Wilson gets the loss tonight. He now has a record of 1-3. The save went to Andrew Johnson with now 12 saves on the season. Good gracious, Johnson. Well, disappointing game out here for the Owls. Tomorrow we go home to face the Great Falls White Sox out there at the home of the Owls Stadium. Come join us out there. And these Owls radio broadcasts are brought to you by the Clean Home, J&J Services, All-Star Garage, Marcon Incorporated, Sportsman'sWarehouse.com, Ace Mortgage Company, Blue Mountain Insurance, SOS Staffing Services, Escape Motorsports, and Stephen Henniger College. Thanks to all of our sponsors, and thanks for listening to Birds of Play with the Wingman out here at Casper, Wyoming.
And also, real quickly, I'd just like to say thank you to Joey and thank you to everybody for helping with the Owls broadcasting and letting me sit in here for the 6-game road trip. It was a very good time. I hope I didn't embarrass myself or anybody else in my family, who I'd also like to thank for listening on all these nights and telling me how good I did, even though I don't think I did. But once again, thank you to everybody, and thank you to Joey for letting me
Thank you, Brett Crane,
to enter his world in the press box.
It was a pleasure to have someone up here as well. That ends it for us. Thanks for listening to Birds of Play with the Wingman. My name is Joey Hurley.
And I'm, for the last time in a while, Brett Crane.
And join us tomorrow again back at home. And this is me reminding you never to leave your wingman. Have a good night, everyone.